talkSPORT Sports Update with Trust a Trader. When it matters, get the job done marvellously well by a verified Trust a Trader professional.
talkSPORT.
Good afternoon, I'm Max Scott here with your sports headlines. The Premier League have handed Chelsea a £10.75 million fine. That's for breaching financial rules and illegal payments to agents during the Roman Abramovich era. talkSPORT's Ben Jacobs has more.
It's the biggest fine in Premier League history, but it was originally 20 million, then reduced by 50% due to what the Premier League call exceptional cooperation from Chelsea.
The irregular payments were self-reported by Todd Bowley and Clearlake when they bought the club. Along with the fine, they've been given a 9-month academy transfer ban and a suspended 1-year first-team transfer ban as well. Elsewhere, we understand Reece James has suffered another hamstring injury setback. He'll be out for several weeks. Mikel Arteta says it's unclear whether Martin Odegaard and Jurrien Timber will be fit for their EFL Cup final against City on Sunday. They've been ruled out of Arsenal's Champions League clash with Bayer Leverkusen tomorrow. And to add salt into Manchester City's wounds, Kylian Mbappe and Jude Bellingham return from injury and will feature in Real Madrid's squad for their second leg last 16 tie at the Etihad. Meanwhile, Pep has given his squad the day off today ahead of their clash on Wednesday. And following Manchester United's win over Aston Villa, Martin Keown says he's seen enough of Michael Carrick to know he's the right man for the full-time job.
All over the pitch, they're playing a whole lot better, playing a lot better football. They've beaten Man City, they've beaten Arsenal. You know, they've only lost one game, Jim, in this period. I would take Carrick. I'd say, let's go on with him. Let's make the steps.
Meanwhile, despite his good form, talkSPORT understands Manchester United will not consider keeping Casemiro for another season. Get more on the website at talksport.com.
talkSPORT News.
A nursery worker has been jailed for 24 years for abusing toddlers, and thousands of students at the University of Kent are queuing up for antibiotics after an outbreak of meningitis. More from the news team in half an hour.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit, where we've got more premium tyres than the number of times you'll hear, "Ooh, it's a bit nippy this winter." Book today at quickfit.com.
Cloudy and breezy for most of us, rain moving eastwards, the far south staying largely dry, and average temperatures turning warmer through the week.
Hello, good afternoon, happy Monday. Welcome to Drive. It's me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent here for the ride.
Darren here, by the way, Darren Bent.
Right, that's exactly what I just told him. DB, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man, you?
Yeah, mate, talking to your mic, mate, people can hear you.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah,
you?
good, yeah.
Yeah, good. All right, nice day Friday. We'll talk about that afterwards.
Yeah, nice to see the studio still here. Thought everything would have left. But, Jigo, we've got a show for you today. We'll be asking whether anyone could do a better job than Arnie Slot at Liverpool between now and the end of the season. And as Liam Rossini urged us to respect the ball, whatever that means, after their performative huddle on Saturday, we'll be asking whether you've seen anything more embarrassing in the Premier League. Max Dowman, of course, stole the show as Arsenal put one hand on the trophy at the weekend. The 16-year-old became the youngest Premier League goal scorer of all time. How young is too young to go to the World Cup? This is Theo Walcott. All that, and we'll bring you Bill. Huh?
What's your problem? Start already.
Goes there in my head. We'll bring you all the build up to Brentford against Wolves tonight. It's live on talkSPORT. Brentford, I think, a win for them takes them 6. All that plus Bentley brings us his EFL corner and we'll get his top 5 talking points for the weekend in his tea time takeaway. By the way, that intro comes out in hardback in a couple of weeks. This is Drive, this is talkSPORT. You can get involved 03717 22 33 44.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for drive time.
We'll have a bit of that.
Yes, we will. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Nice to see you.
Happy Mother's Day. That was yesterday, bro.
Yeah, I know, but we weren't on here yesterday. I'm giving it the old Happy Mother's Day.
Okay, nice. So if we did a show Christmas Eve, you'd say have a good Christmas Day.
When?
On Christmas, Boxing Day. You go happy.
I wouldn't do a show on Boxing Day.
Oh, not work ethic, no.
What's wrong with wishing all the mothers out there a happy day?
Yeah, yesterday.
I can still do it today.
Okay, that's nice.
You know, I mean, on Jan the 2nd, you still say Happy New Year.
When is? Oh, I'm not going down that road.
No, don't do that. What is interesting is if you follow the show for a long time, I know lots of you, millions out there have, you'll notice something wrong with my throat, which is getting better and better, right? Today might be the first day that I do it without a sore throat.
Okay, nice.
So at the moment, over the weekend, it was quite good. Although I did have copious amounts of alcohol on Friday. I was off. I was at Cheltenham, I had the Gold Cup. I got the winner.
Did you?
Warrior got that was the only winner I picked that day. I lost every other race. But it was a great day.
How was the...
Big shout out to Go Priv, by the way. Let me and my mate Dan in.
Big winnings, was it?
Nah, it covered my losses.
Did it, yeah?
In the end, I lost a tenner overall.
Okay, nice.
So it wasn't too bad.
So how much did you win?
Well, you're an accountant?
I'd like to know.
I lost... How much did I win? £10 less of the money I was spending.
Okay, nice. But listen,
it was a good day. It was a good day. How are you? Are you all right? Do you want to tell everyone what you had a dream about last night?
Yeah, that was in Tron. Weird. Really
so
weird.
weird, and he's so strange.
Yeah, like
did you wake up from that dream?
I did. Yeah, I did wake up from the dream, but it was weird because honestly, I can remember it like vividly.
Well, it was yesterday.
No, being in Tron.
Yeah.
Like,
what part were you playing in Tron?
I was just walking through the streets. I was digital world.
You must. I mean, knowing what your brain's like, you must have loved that.
I did a little bit, but then I almost erased myself because I fell off some cliff thing.
Yeah.
And then I got remade. Weird. Really weird. I don't know
Had
what.
you watched Tron recently? For you,
no, not for a long time.
I wonder why you had that dream. Strange, isn't it?
Great film, Tron. See, I didn't like.
I think it's one of those films that on paper you go, that's a great film, but when you watch it back, you go, it's a bit.
Yeah, which one though?
Well, the original one.
Nah, see, no, I'm not about that. I like Tron Legacy, which is the second one.
All right.
And I like the new one, Ares, I think it's called. Yeah.
All right.
But the Tron Legacy is unbelievable.
I'm Caesarean, so it won't work.
Okay, you can't watch it then.
No. We've got lots coming up a bit later on. we'll talk about Max Down and Arsenal. It's done now, by the way. Title's done.
No, it's not done yet.
Oh, it is?
No.
What's your lead? 9?
Yeah, 9 points, yeah. So if they win their game in under 6, that's still... They beat us, still 3.
It's still too much. It's still too much.
Nah.
It is. Come on, D.
Nah, listen,
I'll tell you why. Because they just don't look like Man City at the moment.
I know, but no. Do you know, give it. Arsenal weren't great at the weekend. If it wasn't for Max, then...
Yeah, true.
But still, 9 points. Do you know what's weird? And we'll talk about it throughout the show. I was looking at the Premier League table this morning. Like, the Premier League on a Monday morning doesn't look like how I thought it'd look on Friday night. So when we finished the show, me and Cundy, I thought the Premier League would look different today than it does. And when I say that, I thought Spurs would have got beat, but they didn't lose.
Yeah.
I thought Man City would beat West Ham, so West Ham would be down there. I thought Liverpool would beat Tottenham. So all the results I thought Forest would get a result against Fulham.
Yeah, I did as well, actually.
I thought Chelsea would beat Newcastle.
Yeah.
So the Premier League,
did they when they were doing the huddle.
The Premier League this morning looks completely different to what I thought.
That's a good point. Wow.
I'll take the 9 points though.
It's unpredictable. We're going to start by talking about one of the games you just mentioned, Liverpool, because they became the first side not to lose against Igor Tudor's Spurs yesterday. That's written incorrectly. Liverpool became the first side not to lose. No, that can't be right. Anyway, is it time up nearly for Slot?
Liverpool 1, Tottenham 1. We're into 5 minutes of minimum stoppage time. Richarlison has scored. Liverpool have been sitting back, and Arne Slot and his team appear to have paid the price.
There's something wrong with the balance, Jim, and they're just doing enough. Whether some players are coming to the end of their time now at Liverpool.
This season, I just think it might be time for him to go.
Spurs kind of tactic, and we couldn't even beat them. What's going on? This geezer needs to be gone, surely.
Yeah, I think that was meant to say not to win against Igor Tudor's Spurs. Liverpool, they were held to a 1-1 draw at home to relegation threatened Spurs yesterday. Richarlison's 90th minute equaliser meant Liverpool failed to move above Aston Villa in the table and stay fifth. The gaffer Arne Slot, he spoke to talkSPORT after the game, and he was asked about his side being booed off at full-time.
I think and expect it was aimed towards the team, which I can completely understand, because I think if you don't feel the frustration after dropping points at home against Tottenham or in such a poor run of form, if you are not frustrated, if it's so for so many times this season the team doesn't perform at the levels you are used to, for so many times this season that we are conceding a late goal, so many times this season at home that we drop points, I think it's completely normal that at a certain moment they are frustrated. And it's not only them that are frustrated, it's the players and me as well. And so, yeah, I don't know, but I can understand completely if they were frustrated by us dropping points today.
Now, I don't want to blow my own trumpet, right? But I distinctly remember having many a show last season when Arne Slot was flying and saying to Liverpool fans and football fans, you need to calm down, we don't know how good a manager is. Oh, we're top, I've won it. And I was like, yeah. Hold on. Until players start leaving the club and he starts picking his own team and own formation, we don't know how good a manager is. I think we're starting to see his level now, right? That's why Liverpool were booed off yesterday.
Yeah, they weren't great. And you know, I thought Carragher commentary was really honest and fair, actually, because he said, because I was one of those thinking Spurs would rock up to Liverpool and Liverpool would destroy them.
Me too.
And he kept saying repeatedly, well, no, if you've watched Liverpool as much as I have this season, they just don't do that. And I think yesterday was quite evident. They got the goal, by the way, Vicario, awful goalkeeping again.
Yeah.
I feel for Spurs in that respect. They got two bad goalkeepers, right?
Yeah.
But Vicario, that he has to save that.
Chocolate wrist.
Yeah, it was poor. But at no point during the game, yes, Liverpool moved the ball from left to right and it looked quite nice, but they didn't look really threatening at all. Do you know what I mean? Gakpo.
They should have killed that game off.
Exactly.
In the first half.
But when and 1-0, that's why with 1-0, if you don't take your opportunities when you're on top, these things can always happen. Richarlison looked dangerous throughout, had a couple of chances, a couple of headers that were close, and then he scored a really good goal at the end. But for Arne Slot, he must be able to understand why the fans are booing, because the standard of football they're watching is not good. It's not great. There's even some Liverpool fans last year saying, even though we won the league, we weren't great.
Yeah, true.
Weren't great. And you're thinking, where they are in the league now, you're thinking, well, hold on a second here. Like, this can't happen. Like, Liverpool right now currently are 5th. Chelsea, 1 point behind them. Brentford can go within a point of them as well. I mean, they're 3 points off Villa. I mean, Villa are dropping like a stone. But for Liverpool, with the players they've got, it almost feels like, and I know we started to try and do the rebuild at the start of this season with Ekitike and Isak and Wirtz and Frimpong and Kerkez. I know he's tried to do the rebuild, but there's still something missing. Like, they look so disjointed in attacking areas where, listen, the young boy, Rio Igamoa, he done really well, looked great. I thought Wirtz looked brilliant, but Gakpo didn't look well.
Salah, when he come on, looked so out of form.
Yeah, he's like simple passes, he weren't doing that either. They still looked a bit lopsided.
What do you think that is down to? The fact too many players left, and when you integrate maybe 1 or 2 new players into a Premier League winning team, I'm guessing it's a lot easier and less of a risk. But with the amount of players that have gone since the end of last season and new faces that have come in, it's difficult for everyone to gel at the same time, right?
It would be, yeah. And listen, some of those were, of course, enforced. Unfortunately, God rest his soul, Diogo Jota, who would have been there, would have made a massive difference because he was huge last season. Darwin Núñez, I think you take that, you go, well, we'll get Isak and Ekitike so he can go. Luis Diaz is the one.
That's the one, I think.
That's the one you go, because he was top draw.
I think Trent, there's a big gap from Trent.
Yeah, Trent potentially
not defensively, offensively.
Yeah, there's that as well. But I just think at the minute they just don't look that they're not together, but they look a bit lopsided, a little bit disjointed. Something's missing. I keep watching it thinking McAllister's legs are gone.
Yeah.
That's a lot. His legs are gone, so he's not getting about. And every time he gets tackled, it looks like he's been shot from a cannon.
Yeah.
So every time he goes down. But they've got to find a balance in midfield and in attacking areas. It's just not.
Is he the right man, Slot?
Well, I think you've got to give him to the end of the season because. Listen,
oh yeah, of course. What, you think people are calling for his head now?
No, but there will be people calling for his head now. But I just think he's had 2 years in charge. His first year he's won the Premier League. The second year he's not. Let's see how he starts the third year. If he starts the third year like they're playing now, he won't last next season.
Do you think there are Liverpool fans that do want him gone now? Right now?
Yeah.
You do?
Well, we had some come on months ago saying he had to go.
What, and get a sort of Gerrard into the end of the season, or get the next permanent manager in? I
think it was a little bit of both. A little bit, but maybe Alonso with Gerrard with him. But then there were also some as well that were just saying, we don't care who it is, just get him out.
If Liverpool don't finish top 5,
oh my goodness,
he's gone.
I think so. If they're not in the Champions League, yeah, I think he goes.
If they were performing this badly and he hadn't broken the British transfer record twice in the rebuild, would he be under as much pressure, or do you think it's because he spent so much money, so much he's expected?
No, I don't think the fact that they spent so much money, because if you look at their kind of net spend over the last few years, they're probably they're not top.
No.
But the problem is that he's brought in players unnecessarily. Like, did he really need Ekitike and Isak?
No. Centre half was a priority.
Was a priority. Did he really need both of those? Yeah. I know maybe there was a promise made to Isak, which is why they got him.
Yeah.
But even with the recruitment, it's almost like he's played on Football Manager. Do you know what? Give me Ekitike, give me Wirtz, give me Isak. Frimpong as well as another attacker. You know what? We'll make it work, and it hasn't.
Yeah. Galatasaray. Is it tomorrow, Galatasaray?
They'll get through
Next
that.
Day, Wednesday, 1-0 lead.
I think they'll get through
1-0 deficit.
I think they'll get through that.
Why? Because it's at Anfield the second leg.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. If Jamie Carragher's talking about, how bad Liverpool are now, irrelevant of a Wednesday night under the floodlights at Anfield, I think they've got problems. Galatasaray are a tough team to beat.
They are, but we've seen the best of the best go to...
in the past, we have.
Yeah, I know PSG went there last year and obviously beat them.
Yeah.
But still, we've seen many a good team go there and just crumble.
Look, we'll take calls on all things Arsenal a bit later on, but we're going to start with Liverpool. Liverpool fans, you can have your say. 03717223344. Can somebody save Liverpool's season? And is Arne Slot the right man for the job? 03717223344. This is Drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein, alongside the wonderful Darren Bent.
Morning,
guys.
Jermaine.
Morning, Gav.
Jay,
Morning,
good
boss.
morning.
Morning, boss. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. All good.
Why are you not here, Jermaine? I thought you would be with us today in the box, smelling amazing.
I might have to come down, actually. Looks like it's going to be fun. Nice day for it.
Yeah, great day.
Jump on the headache up there, you'll be fine, mate.
He's not a racing man, I don't think, is he?
Oh,
I'm not. The boss knows I'm not really, and he's getting involved in it, though.
Yeah.
Saying all the right
He's well
things.
behaved, didn't come on a Tuesday when he was in on the Wednesday.
No.
Yeah, he was definitely there on a Tuesday.
We're the lads here. all got the helicopter here, didn't they?
Did they?
Tottenham, yeah. Yeah.
That was Rob,
Jermaine,
that
it's
was
good
Robbie
to
that
have
saw
you
that.
on with this. Let's get your thoughts now on your former club. Shall we start with Spurs? It's a bit of a mess.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's been a hard watch all season. To be honest, I think especially the other night I watched the game and yeah, it was just I think the manager's come in and he's in, especially in that game, he's decided to start a young goalkeeper in Kingsley, and I think I was surprised when he took him off. To be honest, I think when you have a young goalkeeper and you make that decision in such a game of that magnitude to start him, I think you've got to stay with him. I think what a young goalkeeper can gain from that sort of experience, even though it weren't going well when he made the two big mistakes. But I think you've got to stay with him. And the fact that the manager decided to take him off and not really acknowledge him when he come off, I just think that human side, I think you've got to manage that situation in the right way. It doesn't look good. I think try and get through half time and allow the senior players to get around him and help him in the second half. But to drag him off after the two mistakes, it was hard for me to see that, to be honest.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
This feeling inside my bones. It goes electric.
Is it Justin? Where's it from? What film is it from? Don't tell him, Jack.
Yeah, I know what this is. This is from Goodfellas.
Nope.
Casino.
Nope.
Godfather 2.
Mate, what's your Trolls, man? You got kids, right?
I've got kids, Darren.
Have they watched Trolls?
Yeah, Dad, when it came out about 8 years ago.
Trolls, that's what it's from.
How do you remember that? Do you wake up this morning at 3 a.m. or
Well, watch Trolls.
Through the Trolls, Jack Wilshire's listed.
Is he, yeah?
Said, and I can't read out his horrific language, but said he's enjoying the show. How nice is that?
It's nice, Jack. It's nice that you know what I mean? I messaged him the other day saying, how you doing, you right?
Yeah.
And, yeah, nothing back. Is that Jack's going on, yeah? And
show you got the league table there, yeah? Let me just have a look at where his team are. Let me just scroll down.
Hey, Joe just said he messaged him.
There's a lot of teams in that league. Hold on, scroll down. I'm not in the top 10. Hold on, it's about 24 teams. I'll keep going. I'll look later. I've gone past 11. I can't find it. Still to come, we'll be asking if Chelsea's huddles are the most embarrassing thing in Premier League history. Very bizarre. Just quickly, Reece James, oh dear, has picked up a hamstring injury, which will keep him out for several weeks. We wish him well with that. Wrexham striker Kiefer Moore has been ruled out of Wales' World Cup playoffs with a hamstring injury. Right, let's take your calls on all things Liverpool. 03717 2233. Sam is a Liverpool fan. Sam?
Hello, sir.
Good, man. How are you?
As usual. Good. Can I start by going on about the
sporting director and the Richard Hughes role, he's coming a bit late, but Michael Edwards and the cronies. A few years back, when Jurgen Klopp was in charge, we tried signing Moises Caicedo, a defensive midfielder, because since Fabinho and Henderson have left, we've not signed one.
Yeah.
He turned us down. We tried signing that Southampton young
Lavia as well.
Lavia, yeah.
The same window.
He turned us down.
Yeah.
A year later, we went for Zubamendi. He turned us down. We've not replaced that kind of player. Slot came in and played Gravenberch in that position. He did well. We won the league because of the other teams falling off as well. But we've not signed that player yet. We've let go of centre halves, Matip and company, and we've got only two.
Company.
Choice. No, Matip and company. You know.
Oh, Matip and Co. Other players.
Yeah,
Right.
Matip and Co. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, let go of players like that, and then we've not signed any centre halves. We're probably the only Premier League club who's got two senior centre halves on their books.
Do you know what, Sam, as well? Another one, Mark Gahey. I don't know why you didn't get him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. For £5 million, we spent outrageous money on attacking players, but we've not signed a defensive player, just for £5 million. How ridiculous is that?
Yeah.
That doesn't explain why you're not scoring goals.
Exactly. Yeah, but there comes Slot's position. Arne Slot.
Hold on.
Let's get cash point.
Hold on. Sorry, are you working behind the tills at like Tesco's or something?
Yes, I am.
Why are you talking to us?
Because I'm listening to you as well.
That's unbelievable. Okay, what store are you in?
Am I allowed to say it?
Yes, I don't care. So what you want?
Bluesbusters.
Where? Blockbusters?
Bluesbusters.
Bluesbusters?
No, if he's in Blockbusters, I'm about to get myself down there.
What do Bluesbusters sell? What do they do? Oh, booze.
Alcohol.
Boozebusters. Okay.
Boozebusters, yes.
All right. Okay. Well, carry on serving, carry on talking.
Yes. As well as, there comes Slot's role where he's made such a defensive team that we're creating chances, but we've got such low ratio of converting them chances that it's unbelievable. I mean, this guy does not... We've had injuries as well, but at right back, for instance, he's playing our best player at right back. When Klopp had injuries, he used to play kids, and he won a trophy with the kids.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yes, Slot does not give a chance to anybody, young enough. Like Nioni and Rio, they're on the bench most of the time, except for yesterday.
I think, do you know what though, Sam? I think Rio might start, I think he might start moving forward because he's that one player that's got a little bit of excitement. Ingamoa, I thought he was really good yesterday.
Yeah.
Sharp. Pedro Porro didn't want any part of that.
He made a great point about all the players that turn their back on Liverpool.
Yeah, but the Gahey one will never ever make sense to me. No. Just pay the extra money.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, he's back again. Shaz is up next. Hello, Shaz.
Hi guys, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah.
Great show as usual, boys.
Thanks, man.
But,
are you in the middle of your job at the moment, or are you free?
Yeah. Come on. I'll do my extra long shift just to listen to your show. I'm on Uber, but I ain't got no customers. At the
Okay,
moment,
you can. That's fine. I don't mind. It's fine. What do you want to say, my friend?
But I got to agree with the previous caller. I was going to say something similar about the fact that. Do you know what I mean? We didn't make the signings that we needed. We spent all the money on attacking players, and we didn't think. And one of the main things I want to say is I totally agree with Andy. When last year, I specifically remember when you used to go on about it, and I was one of them few Liverpool fans who actually agreed with you when you say, let's see what he does because it's Klopp's team and stuff. Let's see what he does when he gets his own players in. Let's see what he does. It's absolutely you are absolutely spot on, and now he's got found out. And this, you know what? Every press conference is the same. Regurgitating the same stuff. He's saying, we got this problem. I don't understand the guy. First and foremost, about 6 months ago, he's told the whole world how to play against us. We can't handle the long ball. We can't do this. We can't play against low. He's telling everyone else how to play against what we struggle against. He don't use his brain. And as for, I think, Darren was saying, let's see how he starts off next season. Not a chance, mate. Forget next season. I want him gone now. I'm going to wait until Wednesday. I hope God we don't go out against Galatasaray. But you're saying it's the Anfield factor and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I go to Anfield and stuff like to watch a Champions League game. But I'm telling you, it's not the same. It's not even. We lost at home to PSV Eindhoven at home.
If he goes before the end of the season, who would you want to take over?
Well, we don't need to get like a temporary manager. Like Xabi Alonso, you know, you're going to go for. It's not a big secret they want him next anyway because we want to get him anyway. So why not bring him in now? He's not doing nothing anyway. So you give him a few games at the so at least he knows before the summer what he needs and what he can get rid of and stuff and whatnot. So I would just give it to him straight away. Why not? Do you know what I mean? I don't see the point.
Chaz, what a great call. Have a lovely afternoon, pal.
And you too, boys. Cheers.
Thanks, man. Great calls, by the way.
Yeah.
Start sharp. Do you think he'll see out the season if they do get dumped out of the?
Yeah, I think he will. I think he will do. I just don't look at Liverpool owners as drastic.
No, it's not. But if they don't qualify for Champions League, that's massive.
Yeah, but then they'll just go, do you know what? Okay, fair enough. Just because they can still nick an FA Cup.
Yeah, but that's not.
They're in the FA Cup still.
Yeah, but when you break the British transfer record twice, an FA Cup isn't enough for a side as big as Liverpool.
No, yeah, I get it. But my point is, it's another trophy, though, isn't it?
Still to come, Bentley's going to be looking back at a busy old weekend in his EFL corner, as we now call it Ipswich corner.
They won that the weekend. Great result, that.
Everyone else didn't. It was a great weekend for you, innit? Wait, how many points off second are you? 2? Yeah.
Go on, Clarkey.
Come on, Borough. Right.
I thought it was Norwich before. I forgot about them, have you?
Just anyone above you. Time for a bit of no Googling. Just want to point out, it's not Ipswich, it's you two.
Why?
Because it's so biased on this show.
Yeah,
Marty Keown would have a field day. Dominic Szoboszlai has scored 4 goals directly from free kicks in the Premier League this season. Wow. Only 2 players have ever scored more in a single season in the Premier League. Can you name them?
There's one at West Ham.
What do you mean one of them? It's the players that have scored 5.
Yes, it was one player.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you one.
Right, your boy, innit?
Beckham, right? Who's the other one? Because the other one's unbelievable.
I think I'll get it.
What's his surname begin with?
Same surname as mine.
No, who are you thinking of?
Leighton Baines.
No, it's not Leighton Baines.
Ooh.
It's an unbelievable, great player as well. This fella, great player. Don't cheat.
All right.
The answer to that and so much more coming up on Drive Time with me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. Stay where you are.
Well, your problem was with producer Joe.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Ruben Amorim was a winning manager, but clearly not the right fit for Man United, irrespective of the fact he was a European winning manager because he won the Portuguese league.
Right.
So I'm kind of with Roy, but
you're with Roy.
Yeah,
in a certain way. I mean, he's not doing anything to rule himself out of contention.
No, I know, but also what Roy's picture is trying to extrapolate it. And I know there's a lot of cash here around Steve Holland and so on and so forth, but he was part of the England setup that flattered to deceive, that didn't win anything when they could have done. So whilst he might be an excellent coach, we're still looking at a bunch of people, with respect of being Michael Carrick being an elite footballer, that as from a management point of view, have got what on their resume? So it's part of the conversation, not the only part of it. But if Carrick goes to the end of the season and United finish 3rd, or even, dare I say it, catch City and finish 2nd, then there's going to be a clamour of people suggesting that he's proven himself, that he's had 18, 19 games now, that 18, 19 games, or however many he's had, he's done X, Y, Z. I mean, they are far better for him being there, but that's because common sense has prevailed. You haven't got a manager that seems to want to riddle himself into cul-de-sacs and play a group of players that can't play the way he wants them to play. You've got a manager that's ultimately under no real pressure because everyone thinks that United were... The pressure will come now. Now United are 3rd. Now the pressure's now because everyone's going to expect... United fans are going to go, you better finish inside the top 4 now because you're there now.
But yeah, I take on board what Simon's saying, Martin, but if he secures Champions League football for United, what exactly is going to rule him out?
Yeah,
What's going to rule him against?
I get it. I do. Roy's a respected voice, and I do take the point that this group, pretty well the same group of players, finished quite low down the table.
Cricket balls are red, baseballs are white, American footballs are brown, and tennis balls are yellow. We don't even think about it really, but the story behind the tennis ball is actually quite interesting and even involves Sir David Attenborough. I know, here's the tale. Tennis has its roots in 12th century France when people used to make balls from all sorts. Cork, wool, chalk, animal fur and even human hair. Uniformity was found centuries later when people started making balls out of something called vulcanized rubber, invented in the US. But the balls kept on breaking, so a British lawyer, who also loved tennis, suggested they put a flannel covering on the outside, and thus the tennis ball as we know it was born. One problem, it was either white or black. And when the controller of BBC Two, Sir David Attenborough, decided Wimbledon would be shown in colour on the BBC in 1967, no one could actually see the balls on telly. So the International Tennis Federation went away and created a new colour called optic yellow, which would show up without the need for a 4K LED display. Not that anyone had that in the 1960s, of course. Since then, all tennis balls have been covered in that material and have their trademark colour for that exact reason. Amateur tennis players and dogs worldwide are forever grateful. You could say the ITF aced it.
I know there was another version, but is this the Warren G version?
Yeah, this is, yeah.
Regulate. It was a clear black night.
A clear white sky.
What you do, huh?
Just do my version of it.
Yeah, it's rubbish.
Can forget that one. Isn't it? Oh, here we go.
It was a clear black night. A clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to consume. Stop there now.
Come on, what are you doing more? Back up, back up.
Why would Jack just cut the music like that?
Jack, come on, man. Bentley's going for it.
It's done now, yeah, it's done. Jack, look, see, he's killed it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Great tune, that Warren G, though. Legend.
For the break, I asked the question about Dominic Szoboszlai. Scored 4 goals directly from free kicks in the Prem. Only 2 players have ever scored more.
Yeah.
David Beckham, obviously. Sir David, if you're listening, Sir David. 0-1 for Manchester United. But the other one, great player.
Who do you play for?
Newcastle, same season. 0-1.
Hammerfoot.
Who?
Hammerfoot. Hold on, it could be 2. Not Laurent Robert.
Yeah.
Was it? Hammerfoot.
Who are you thinking of? Was he called Hammerfoot?
No, but remember how he used to
Not called it. Yeah. I've never heard that nickname with him. I remember.
No, but that's what I was
calling.
Oh,
right, okay. Who's the other one you're thinking of?
Remember Nobby Solano?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
He could hit one as well.
Yeah.
But his was more like drifty.
Who's the lunatic who hit the Ket Spire? Do you remember him?
Yeah, he smashed up the advertising board.
Yeah.
I thought Dimitri Payet would have been in there because I think I know he didn't score as many as the others.
You know
but
that goal?
I think he's the best.
You know that goal?
With Palace at home.
Yeah. I still don't believe it's not AI.
Defeats the law of physics. The ball's
yeah,
not,
it's impossible.
Yeah, the ball's not supposed to. Even when I watch the
It's
replay,
impossible.
I think that's going over this time.
It's impossible.
How can it go up and come down?
I don't know. I actually don't think it's real.
I do think that's the best free kick in Premier League history. That.
Oh, don't start with that.
I know people are going to go Ronaldo for the knuckleball. I get it.
But hold on, what one? The Davy James one?
Yeah, which is unbelievable. But Dimitri Payet, every time you watch it, it's going over. And it somehow comes down.
It is ludicrous, isn't it? It's impossible.
Like, even there's an angle, sorry, Joe, behind the goal.
I know.
And
I'm
it's
like,
so high.
It can't possibly get under. I know. It's insane. Still to come, be asking if Chelsea's huddles are the most embarrassing thing in Premier League history. I think they are. Time now to take a look at the latest EFL action in partnership with McDonald's. Can't wait for this.
Bentley's EFL Corner on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
Another black card. I mean,
where is the McDonald's black card? It's a great question. Does one even exist?
We had one in the youth team, but we didn't have one. Ambrose won it from Adam Miller, who used to get gold cards. You remember McDonald's on a high street? And we used to go in there, about 10 of us.
So it does exist?
It used to. This is the early 2000s.
I'm sure McDonald's can sort
He
that
won it, so we used to use it, about 4 or 5 of us.
I know a couple of people had the Nando's one.
Oh, yeah, McDonald's would be better.
Oh, if Nando's listening, I'll take that.
Yeah, no.
Either would be nice.
McDonald's gold card. Gold card, McDonald's was.
All right, Nando's a black card.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Happy for that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, imagine how much we'd talk about McDonald's then. Right, time now for the return of Bent to EFL Corner, where Darren Bent takes a look back at a busy weekend in the Championship. Let's start with Coventry. Because
no, that's how the show starts. Come on. I do this feature for a reason. Please, let's go again.
Okay. Right, time now for the return of Bent to EFL Corner, where Darren. Let's start with West Brom.
No, do you know what I'm doing? No, you know, shut up, you. And we can start with Ipswich.
They were 2-0 winners away to relegated Sheffield Wednesday. That was a tough win. It leaves them 2 points behind second place Middlesbrough with a game in hand. Their boss, Kieran McKenna, spoke to talkSPORT afterward. He said he's not concentrating on what the teams around them are doing.
It's not our focus, to be honest. We know the run of games that we've been in, and it was just important to get our result today. And then we got one more before international break. We got 9 games left. They're all going to be tough. It's really hard to win games in this division, even harder at this stage of the season. So we just need to keep working, look at the next game, and get ready for Saturday.
Great gaffer, innit?
I mean, he took a side down. So
they also took them up from League One.
Took them down.
Incredible, mate. Incredible gaffer.
Well, he took. I mean, I wouldn't say incredible gaffers take teams down.
They take them double promotion, though.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say they take them. I wouldn't say incredible and relegation in the same sentence.
Is Mark Howard a great manager?
Well, he didn't take Man United.
No, he didn't get one up either. Just saying.
They were up. Well, he has actually taken them up.
What, Middlesbrough, did he?
So you agree with me? You agree with me then?
Stuck.
Mill lost, Coventry lost, Middlesbrough drew. Unbelievable weekend for Ipswich.
No, it was. It really was. I'm there watching the game, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like what's happening here? Like, why? It's quite funny because at PLP we've obviously got the Premier League game on the game I'm covering, but I always make sure the guys got the Ipswich game in the top left-hand corner.
Yeah.
And for long spells, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, we're playing Sheffield Wednesday. Come on. And then obviously the goal came 78 minute. Great substitution, bringing him on, and then Clarkey scores the penalty at the end. So
was it a penalty? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, stumped it over his foot.
Oh, okay.
A great penalty, top corner. But yeah, these games, and listen, it's a shame what's happening to Sheffield Wednesday. It's awful.
It really is.
But Ipswich, you have to win these games, and they did that.
Yeah. 2 points off top 2 now with the game in hand.
I mean, Coventry are gone, I think. I know they got beat by Southampton, but Southampton are...
what's his name? Not Red now. Frank Lampard was in really high spirits after the defeat, which I think tells you a lot about how he's feeling and Coventry are feeling.
Yeah, I mean, you would do when you've got a 7-point gap at the top of the table.
Yeah, I know. But what was it, 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago? That was down to... I mean, they could have slipped to second had they lost to Borough, right?
They could have done, but you know what it is? It's just the run they're on. They'd won six straight before the Southampton game, but no, it's going to go right to the wire. Millwall obviously losing as well, as we spoke about, but for Ipswich, great result.
Right, let's start at the top of the table. I'll discuss the leaders. Coventry, as we just alluded to, they're beaten 2-1 at home by Southampton. It means Southampton are 7th, just 3 points off the playoffs. Their boss, Tonda Eckert, spoke to talkSPORT after the game, was asked how he's getting the best out of his players right now.
It's not just one key message. You just need to live that every single day. You can talk as much as you want, but you need to live that. And we're doing this every single day. We live for the club. Again, we need to take step after step. We're far away from where we want to be and where we need to be at the end of the season, so we keep going.
I tell you what a turnaround there's been at Southampton.
Oh my goodness, 10
flying now.
The run they're on at the minute, I mean, 10 unbeaten in the league is absolutely incredible. With some tough games in there as well. There's been a couple of good FA Cup results in there as well.
Yeah.
Beating Fulham away, which they more than deserve, by the way. But they're playing really well right now. And that result there would have just made people, because I think they're still 3 points off the playoffs, just behind Wrexham.
But a long way to go.
There is a long way to go. But when you're in this type of form, people are going to be looking at Southampton and going, oh my goodness. Because their next game is Norwich. Potentially could win that. Then they play Oxford. Oxford are fighting for their lives, so that'll be a difficult game. But all Southampton can do is just keep doing what they're doing. They're playing really some good stuff. They play a brand of football under Tonka, which I really like as well. Tonda, sorry. I just think right now they've hit the gas at the right time, it looks like. Yeah, and I will speak about that.
You do. Let's move on to talk about West Brom, because they picked up a massive 3 points with a 3-0 win at home to Hull. It moves them out the relegation zone, whilst Hull, they stay 5th. I don't think a lot of people predicted this result. Where did it come from, do you think?
Well, do you know what? At the minute, I mean, Hull are so indifferent at the minute, and I think they are 5th at the minute. But you look at their last few results, I mean, they got beat by West Brom. They beat Wrexham, which was a shock. I thought, bloody hell, where's that come from? Because they had no form. Got beat by Ipswich, beat by Millwall before that. This is why we love the Championship, right? Because all of a sudden,
You don't know what you're getting. It literally is like a box of chocolates.
A result just comes from nowhere, and you go, hold on, where's that come from? For West Brom, that's absolutely huge because Oxford probably thought they got a point, so Oxford probably thought, we'll get out of it. Then West Brom go and win their game as well, which puts them level with Portsmouth. Blackburn only 2 points ahead of that. So honestly, and Blackburn, I know they're not on here. They beat Millwall. So honestly, the Championship is on. If you support whatever league you support, Premier League, whatever.
Yeah.
The Championship's barking. Because how the hell can Blackburn beat Millwall, who are probably the most informed team in the league?
Well, look at Hull, right? What is that? 3 defeats in 4 now.
Yeah.
Do you worry about their spot in the playoffs?
Hull?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it just feels like they're so indifferent at the minute. And you've got Wrexham that looks like they've got that bit between their teeth. You've got Southampton, and also goal difference is massive. Hull are +3. Everyone else around them, Wrexham +10, Southampton +12.
That's another point.
Yeah. So Hull need to sort themselves out.
Let's finish by dipping into League One, shall we? Well, we don't do that often because leaders Lincoln, they were 3-1 winners at home to Stockport. It means they're unbeaten now in 19 games and they're 4 points clear of second place Cardiff.
I think they've won 15 out of 19. It's absolutely... When I looked at it this morning, I said...
Fantastic.
I said, no.
Did you pick these?
Yeah.
Oh, what producer Joe? So what does he do, our producer? What does he do with his life?
No, I did this. Because I looked at it...
So lazy.
Because for such a long time, I said Cardiff, who had a big juggernauts in that division, I thought they're going straight back up, which they probably still will do in second place because they've got an 11-point gap. But Lincoln's form at the minute is even 15 out of 19, 19 unbeaten. They've got a goal difference of +37.
What are the other 4?
The other 4 playoff teams?
No, 15 out of 19. What happened to the other 4?
Draws.
They haven't lost in 19.
They haven't lost. They've honestly.
Have you got it in front of you? The last time they lost a game of football?
Yeah, I think it was December.
Was it really unbeaten this year?
Oh, sorry. That was the EFL trophy. The last time they lost a league game was the 22nd of November.
And that's incredible.
That is some form, that. I wonder if Jack's listening.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
No, you're not. You're so not.
No. Lincoln, though, flying.
Yeah.
Absolutely flying. +37 goal difference.
To be fair, Jack's team did win, right?
Yeah, they beat Wickham. Yeah, Wickham away from home.
Yeah. Well, where's that taken them to? Did you to 12?
No, they're 11th at the minute, but do you know what?
Are they 11th, are they?
Yeah, it's a bit of because they beat Wickham. They've had
Luton.
Drew Doncaster, lost to Reading. They're a little bit like up and down, but listen, Jack will succeed. Then we know he will.
I hope so.
I mean, he's trying to take credit for Max Dowman.
Is it? I know he is. Yeah. Has he had any fights with any more fans?
I've not seen any. No.
When I saw that, it was like someone let a little Jack Russell off the lead, yapping away at people's ankles. Good work. That was all thanks to our friends at McDonald's.
Benty's EFL Corner on talkSPORT with McDonald's. Got big McDonald's hunger? Order delivery on the McDonald's app today. From 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability. Price may vary.
When we come back, Benty will be telling us why he would rather be manager of Hull than alongside Ashley Cole in Italy, as you alluded to in the meeting. Mm-hmm. And at 5 o'clock, Chelsea fans and football fans, not Chelsea fans, football fans, respect the ball, is what we were told by Liam Rosenior. What do you make of the huddle, Chelsea's huddle? Have you ever seen anything more embarrassing in the Premier League? 0371 722 3344. We'll do that from 5 o'clock on today's Drive Time show on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein, and the superstar that is Darren Bent.
Martin Szoboszlai post-match, we have to waken up because if we carry on like this, we should be happy with the Conference League. I don't know why this is happening. I honestly don't know. I didn't hear boos, but we can understand them. We are not performing how we should. Where's he going with it all? I mean, there's general bafflement. I noticed Szoboszlai a few times just said, I just don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I just don't get it.
Suggestions they're sort of sleepwalking out of the Champions League. I mean, that's where There's the concern at the moment. I felt maybe yesterday perhaps. I know you've got to make these changes, Jim, haven't you? But you've got to finish the job off, and maybe people could have started that game and then came off. Konate not starting, Kirkez. There's a debate. Robertson is who's best. I thought Robertson should have attacked that ball much better at the end of the game. They were just doing enough. Galatasaray looks like it's more important on the horizon. You can't pick and choose. That game's coming up now. It can still be, Jim, a good end to the season for Liverpool. They're still in the Champions League, still in the FA Cup, huge game against Man City. It's all there for them, but it don't seem to be at boiling point. I'm not happy with what's the name, Szoboszlai playing right back. What a great talent he is. But no, I don't think there's something wrong with the balance, Jim, and they're just doing enough. Whether some players are coming to the end of their time now at Liverpool, and all of the Isak not settling, still really haven't seen him. But as I say, I still look at them as a danger, Liverpool. If they get their act together, if they could and you think they've turned the corner, and every time you think that, there's another bad result, and that certainly was a bad result for them yesterday.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. Been taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
talkSPORT, me Andy Goldstein Bent alongside still to come. We'll find out what Bent is serving up with his tea time takeaway this week. Just quickly, Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappe, they're both back from injury for Real Madrid's second leg with City tomorrow. In tennis, Cameron Norrie has replaced Jack Draper as British men's number one. And 5 o'clock, we're asking whether Chelsea centre circle huddles are the most embarrassing thing you've ever seen in the Premier League. It's up there, right? It's up there. I don't know if you've seen the weekend. That's the one where the chap was it Paul Tierney right in the middle. Very bizarre. Former Premier League ref Chris Foy was on the Breakfast Show this morning. He said he's not a fan.
I think it's nonsense, Ali. I have to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think we've seen it twice now. I mean, I refereed a lot of football. You guys played a lot of football. I've not seen anything like it before. I don't think it's a good look.
No.
I don't understand why they did that. I mean, I have a bit of sympathy with Paul, in fairness. He was caught in the moment.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. We'll get your calls in now if you want. 03717223334. You can have your say on whether or not you've seen anything more embarrassing in the Premier League. And also, Chelsea fans, I just feel it's another target on Liam Rosenior's back. Like, he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. You know, respect the ball. This, I think, is nonsense. You might disagree. 03717223334. We'll do that at 5 o'clock in about 10 minutes. Right, let's turn our attention now to Ashley Cole. He's landed his first managerial job after being appointed as the head coach of Serie B side Cesena. He'd previously worked under Frank Lampard at Derby, Chelsea and Everton, as well as Wayne Rooney at Birmingham. He's also spent time on the England coaching staff. They are currently 8th in the Italian second division. If Cole can keep them in the top 8, it will be enough for a spot in the playoffs. Listen, we're all fans of Ashley Cole, right? One of the best players, certainly the best left back we've ever had. He's definitely earned his stripes as a coach in various different clubs. How pleased are you to see him get a shot as a manager? And are you surprised in which the level and the countries decided to try his hand at it?
The level, yeah. I mean, Serie B, Cesena, currently 8th. I have Serie B plus.
I just said all that.
Yeah, no,
So you're just reading it.
That's Serie B plus. Have you got that?
Oh, you got Serie B plus.
Yeah.
Oh, so you watch a lot of it.
It comes with a subscription of A.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Who have you watched in?
Oh, quite a few teams.
You just tell me a couple matches.
Venezia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Venezia. Yeah.
Monza, not bad.
Yeah. Racing track.
Palermo, yeah, it's quite nice as well.
Yeah.
Avellino, good team. The 10th currently. No, do you know what? It does surprise me that he's gone to a second division team in Italy, because I thought he's got the credentials now, certainly with the coaching career, because he's not one of these, as soon as they've retired, have managed to jump into a job. He's almost earned his stripes with coaching roles. With him and Lee Carsley work quite well together as well, quite closely together. You know what? Because we were having a conversation in the meeting room when you spoke about, where would you rather, obviously, was it Siena?
What?
The team he's at.
Cesena,
right? Yeah. Or Hull. Give me Hull.
I don't think you are, mate.
And no, the reason why I say that, right?
I think it's like northern Italy is where Cesena is, right?
The reason why I'm saying I'm going Hull is because you look now at the championship table, right? Hull are 5th. I get it, right? They're not in great form, most in form.
Sorry, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. You might not know this, but Hull is situated in Hull.
Yeah, I get that.
This is in Italy.
I get it, but you've got to talk about the next. And I think, listen, if he gets Hull to the Premier League, he's a Premier League manager.
If he gets Cesena into Serie A, he's a Serie A manager.
I get it, but my point is that
and he's living in Italy.
I know, but I'm going Hull.
I don't think you're going to move to Hull.
Yep.
Rather than move.
Have you
to
seen the Hull Harbour? Beautiful.
Have you seen Italy?
I get it, but no.
The Hull Harbour?
Yeah.
What do you know about the Hull Harbour?
Because it's beautiful. There are nice restaurants down there.
I don't think it's meant to be a harbour. I think it's just flooding.
No,
I don't think it's meant to be.
It is. But I'm telling you now,
sandbags
I'd rather take the whole job, because there's a chance there's chances in the Premier League next year.
I know, but if he gets them up into Serie A,
yeah,
I'm guessing other clubs in the Premier League will be looking at him.
Maybe, but no, yeah. If any
and also
any playoff team in the champ that could go to the Premier League, I'm going there.
But also, I don't know too much about Serie B.
Yeah,
but I imagine it's not as difficult to get out of as the Championship. We're told the Championship's the hardest league to get out of in the world.
Exactly. So imagine the infrastructure. Yeah, but only because in this division of 20 teams, they're doing what the Championship are doing next year, which is more teams in the playoffs.
I don't know what you just said.
So in Serie B, the top 2 go automatically, and then it goes down to 8th.
Yeah,
which is what
the next 6 is what they're doing in the Championship next year, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm going Hull. Hull got a chance of getting promoted to the Premier League. I'm going at that route.
Okay, but you can live in Hull.
Yeah, Hull Harbour, penthouse.
You keep going on about this Hull.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it might have a penthouse, it might have a harbour. It's in Hull, and no disrespect to the lovely people of Hull listening. I would imagine every single one of them, if they had the chance, would move to Italy.
I bet they wouldn't.
What are you talking about?
No, but I'm not talking about
Northern Italy or Hull.
I get it. Northern Italy sounds beautiful, but I'm talking about the job that he's doing. If he was to go to Hull, he's in the Premier League if they get promoted next year. And even if they don't get promoted, he's still in a very, very good league. The Championship's a very good league.
Well, okay, well, why do you think then he wasn't given the opportunity to manage in the Championship?
So that I don't know. That's a different question. I have no idea. But if he did get the opportunity, I guarantee he would have stayed.
No, I don't.
You think he'd have gone to Cesena? It was called.
Yeah, Cesena. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, mate.
Now, Hull Harbour. Do you want a picture of it? Have you seen it?
I've seen it, mate, but anything with a bit of AI and a bit of sunlight looks lovely. It's still in Hull.
You know, people in Hull, I mean...
No, I think they'll agree. Usually you're inundated with text saying I'm wrong, but...
Well, someone's put it, Ashley Cole's wife is Italian.
Well, there you go. That's another...
I bet she'd rather live in Hull.
I love that bet with you.
I just think, for me, Hull would have been the one.
Okay.
I don't know why we've used Hull as an example.
I use that as the example. I don't know why he's gone to.
Well, listen. These are the teams in the playoff positions.
Okay,
right?
hold on. Who's 8th in the Championship?
Derby. Nice place to live.
I mean,
I lived it up.
I don't think there's any place in the Championship I'd live over Italy.
Okay, so you wouldn't. Okay, you wouldn't live in London, no?
Okay, who's
Millwall?
Quite a few. Well, hold on. I'm living in Millwall.
No, okay, but it's still London, isn't it?
I'm going to Italy.
Oxford, beautiful.
It is nice, but it's nothing on Italy, Benty. It's Italy. It's in Italy.
I mean, Jack, listen, Plymouth are not in the Championship, bro. So just, you know what I mean, relax.
Jack.
Hey, Ipswich. Beautiful.
100%.
Hey, Marina down there's beautiful.
Oh, here we go. The Marina in Ipswich.
Who
No,
else is there?
it doesn't. You won't find it because it's in Italy.
Charlton. Hey, no, listen. Charlton is absolutely beautiful. So what, South East London, Blackheath.
It is lovely,
Greenwich.
and I've been there, and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
But I've also been to northern Italy, and it's even more beautiful.
No, I'm telling you now.
What do you want, rain or sunlight?
So Bentley, whole harbour is a no-go. Whole marina is great. I meant the marina.
Oh, did you? Okay. You want to tell that to this stage, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I just think.
I'll tell you what. I hope Hull come calling for you.
I'd rather take the Ipswich job. Hold
on, Ipswich because Ipswich.
Hull job, Wrexham job, Southampton job, Southampton. That's better than Chisenna.
It's the weather, mate.
No, forget the weather. About doing the job, mate. If you want the weather, go manage in the States.
Okay, well, Mopo has. That's why he's moved
Yeah, but
there.
he's been here already.
Hull or Italy? I mean, we could do a poll if you want a straw poll. Let's look through the glass. Anyone choosing Hull over Italy?
Think about the job.
Oh,
the whole
sorry,
marina.
Let me just check they can move their arms.
The marina.
None are up at the moment. No one.
Northern Italy, anyone?
No one. Northern Italy? There you go. All three go up. Do you want to apologise?
No.
When we come back, we will...
Portsmouth, beautiful. Sandbanks. Is that Portsmouth? That's not Portsmouth, is it?
Bournemouth.
Beautiful.
But they're not...
I'm clutching. But now I'm going whole marina.
When we come back, we'll be getting your views on Respect the Ball. Liam Rossignol and his Chelsea boys, making them do the little huddle on the centre spot, even if the referee Paul Tierney is standing there. I think it's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen.
Shout out Hull.
Shout out. Chelsea fans and football fans, is the huddle, the Chelsea huddle, just a little bit silly? 03717 223344.
Quite a weekend, but at the bottom, and that's where we're focusing our attention at this precise moment. Burnley and Wolves look as good as gone, of course, don't they? But draws all round for Forest at home to Fulham, Leeds away at Palace, West Ham against Manchester City, and Spurs at Liverpool. Simon, psychologically, has anyone's point moved the needle for belief?
Well, you look at the West Ham and the Forest. I mean, the Forest obviously didn't play well in Europe last week, I didn't think, but they looked like they were fighting. And West Ham certainly are fighting. But if I'm West Ham and I go and take a point of Man City, that you expected to react after the beating they took at Real Madrid and needed to react to keep themselves into the Premier League race, and they get a point, and yet they still find themselves at the end of the weekend in the bottom three, I think there's an element of dispiriting about that. But by the same token, Nuno Espirito Santo will have built up this morale inside the club because their recent performances have been commendable. They've really dragged themselves from the brink and the precipice of being completely written off by most of us into a position now where a lot of us, or a lot of people, will think they can get out in spite of either the irony of Nottingham Forest because of the managerial circumstance, or at the expense of Tottenham Hotspur and all that goes with that, getting relegated. Yeah. But I still feel, and I'm not going to change my view, that West Ham might find themselves still getting relegated. And I do think, for whatever reason, and I'm happy to be wrong, and I may well be, often am, that some way Tottenham are going to find their way through, and not because of the manager, because the players and the realisation of the players. It will be. We often talk about players in dressing rooms that can get teams across lines.
Chelsea have been handed the biggest fine in Premier League history, almost £11 million there for secret payments to agents between 2011 and 2018. They've also been given a 1-year transfer ban, suspended for 2 years, and an academy transfer ban. The transactions came to light when the current owners bought the club in 2022 and the irregularities were self-reported. To matters on the pitch now, and Chelsea are being criticised for their pre-match huddle around the ball and referee.
I think it's nonsense, Ali. I have to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think we've seen it twice now. I mean, I refereed a lot of football. You guys played a lot of football. I've not seen anything like it before.
Former Premier League ref Chris Foy speaking there. Elsewhere for Chelsea, we understand Reece James will be out for several weeks with another hamstring injury. Now, after Dominic Szoboszlai urged Liverpool to wake up following their draw with Spurs, Martin Keown reckons Arne Slot must change things quickly if he wants to keep his job.
I just feel it's just a mentality at the moment for Liverpool. They win the title, they celebrated a lot to win that, but they don't seem to have clicked back into the mode with Slot this time round, and he's under pressure.
Elsewhere, are people getting a little bit carried away with Max Dowman? Well, talkSPORT's Alan Pardew says a teenager reminds him of Cruyff, Best and Messi, but Dowman's former academy coach, Temmerson Williams, is calling for caution.
He's not yet even started his career, and you're comparing him to those who are legends of the game. Let's wait until 20, 25 years, God willing, he has a successful career, and then maybe we can look at the comparisons.
Following England's worst ever Six Nations campaign, the last head coach says the RFU should not sack Steve Borthwick.
They had a series of 12 wins before this, so the team was going well. To get 12 wins, in any competition in the world, it's pretty good.
Well, Eddie Jones has also told us Borthwick must choose a fly half and stick with him leading up to next year's World Cup. And talkSPORT understands Manchester United do not plan to make a U-turn on Casemiro leaving at the end of the season. That's despite fans singing one more year after some pretty strong performances. Plenty more, as always, at talksport.com.
How nice Max got his last ever broadcast on this show.
Why? Because he agreed with me. Whole city.
No, because he was rude.
The Marina.
Taking the mickey out of my lack of ability to pronounce certain letters like R's and W's.
Say water.
You say it.
Say water.
Water.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, see? Don't know what he's talking about, that fella. That's why he's reading the sport. Still to come, we'll be asking how young is too young to go to the World Cup. But now, is Liam Rossignol embarrassing Chelsea?
And it's finished here. Chelsea 0, Newcastle 1. Bizarre afternoon that started with the referee in the middle of the Chelsea huddle. This has not been one of their better weeks.
Some of it is a little bit odd, particularly the huddle. I don't know whether that's his decision or whatever, but defending it like that. Do the huddle in your own half.
People keep saying to me, well, he's done all right though, hasn't he? You're like, no, he hasn't. He's inept. He's obviously inept.
He's going to be conscious of the idea, the fact that most people in the world think he's not entitled to this job. And so when you're in that space where you're proving yourself, maybe you say too much, and maybe he'll mature and say a little bit less.
Yeah, Chelsea's week went from bad to worse, didn't it, with that 1-0 defeat at home to Newcastle on Saturday. Leaves them sixth in the league outside the Champions League spots. But the big talking point of the game came with Chelsea's pre-match huddle. As they have done in recent games, their players decided to gather around the centre circle before kick-off, but this time they trapped the referee, Paul Tierney, in the middle, and he refused to move. Their boss, Liam Rossignol, spoke to the media afterwards and was asked what on earth went on.
My players made a decision that they wanted to be around the ball, to respect the ball, and show unity and leadership. That is not my decision. That was a decision between a leadership group and a team. There is nothing that they're doing with that huddle that is disrespectful to the opposition. And do you know what's amazing? Before the game, it wasn't me. We had a meeting with the referee. My assistant goes in. The first thing he talks about is our huddle. And he says about when I complained about Arsenal being in our half. It wasn't the goalkeeper coach that was in our half, and people who were at that game at Arsenal know why I said what I said. We're not being disrespectful to the opposition. If Paul had focused more on his job, which was to make the right decision, we have a penalty today.
Oh, Liam, go on.
I think comments like that, they're all well and good when you're winning, but when you sit outside the top four, I just think it's a little bit embarrassing for the club, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, the huddle was a little bit... Like, I don't mind huddles before games. I've got no issue with that. The respect the ball line, okay.
What'd you make of that?
Yeah, that's a bit bizarre. Because I've never
make you squirm.
Yeah, I've never ever had that in my life. We just get everyone. We walk out for the game, start the game. Everyone's getting ready to start the game. We leave. Usually, what will happen? The captain will go up and say, the referee flip the coin. Yeah, we're shooting that way. The captain will then come back to the team, and then we'll huddle. We'll talk about what we're going to do just before kick-off. Away we go.
Like in the middle of your own half.
Right, yeah, or near the centre circle, right?
Yeah.
But the whole kind of respect the ball and with the referee being in the middle of it, it just looks a bit memey. Do you know what I mean? When it's like a meme on TikTok.
Yeah.
And why is the referee in there? Now, surely the referee either goes, lads, just do it over there. Or
yeah, so I didn't get that.
Or the captain, Reece, goes, Paul, can you just step to the side, please, while we do this? Then it's up to the ref goes, I ain't moving. Then there's a decision to be made. But just one of the two, either the team or the referee go, listen, either can you move, give us a couple of yards, or vice versa.
Yeah.
But it just looked really odd. Like it looked pantomime.
It did. It really did. Also, from Paul Tierney's situation, I also felt that he liked the idea of the spotlight.
Oh, he loved it.
And I wasn't comfortable with that.
No.
So much of that scenario didn't need to happen. They don't need to do the huddle over the centre spot. They don't need to do that. He doesn't need to remain there.
Yeah.
You're right. A conversation needs to happen. And obviously, my worry with it is, right, there's so much pressure on managers all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's even more pressure on a manager when you're at a big club like Chelsea, and even more when you need to get Champions League football every single season, right?
Yeah.
So there's a target on everyone's back. He was given the job, and a lot of people think he didn't earn it, right? And so they've got a problem with him having that role. I personally think that's wrong. I just didn't think he was the right man.
I mean, earn it's probably the wrong one, but I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay. I didn't think he was the right man for the job, and that had nothing to do with whether or not he earned that role.
Yeah.
I just didn't think he was the right man. But there's always a spotlight on Liam Rosenior for whatever reason. I don't quite know what it is. And the minute he walked in, people were like, no, wrong man.
Yeah.
Like the way he spoke, the way, I don't know. Just don't give him another option. Don't give him. I mean, you're putting effectively another target on your back with this respect the ball. And what he should say to his players now, listen. I don't need all this. Do your huddle over there.
Yeah.
Right? You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it on the centre spot.
But do you know what it is though? I think, and it sounds like to me reading between the lines with him and the leadership group, but maybe that it's almost like him trusting his players and that he doesn't want to lose his players. So if he goes, listen, lads, come on, you lot are kind of. Just do it over there. You're causing me problems here. Then maybe there's a bit of a divide between the players and the manager, and trust me, he does not need that.
No.
So he's almost allowing them to do that. But as I said, I've not even got an issue. I mean, the whole respect the ball line, I'm a bit like, all right. But I don't even mind them doing the huddle around the ball. Fair enough, whatever. But the referee does not need to be in there.
No,
that's the worst part about the whole thing. And Paul Tierney, just get out of there.
It was so bizarre, wasn't it?
Yeah, just get out. What are you doing in there?
Yeah, I don't know why he stayed there.
Surely he would go, lads. Come on, stop being stupid.
He doesn't need to stand there.
Get me out of here. Let me just get out of here.
What are you doing? Whoa, hold on. What are you doing? Okay, I'll move over here.
Yeah, I'll get over here. But no, he wants to stay there and with a smirk on his face.
He loved it. I mean, the camera was on his face. He absolutely
loved it. But do you know what the problem is with Liam? And his record's actually not too bad since he's been a manager of Chelsea. I think the football at times has been a little bit tough to watch in terms of not that fast-flowing kind of football that Chelsea fans are used to watching. But because when you head into the factors that not too many Chelsea fans kind of wanted him to get the job in the first place, and even after his first couple of games, there were Chelsea fans that were really vocal about get him out of here, he'll fail. They just don't want him to succeed. And then you had these little bits in there, and some of the lines he's giving after games and stuff. You are almost giving Chelsea fans and other rival fans ammunition to have a pop at you.
Yeah, to find another reason not to like
exactly. But I just think, I mean, give him an opportunity to kind of succeed. But it just looks like to me that some fans aren't willing to do that.
Yeah. What do you make of his tenure so far and going forward as well? Because they're outside the top 6. Right. I don't mind huddling to a certain extent. Make sure you win your home game.
Yeah.
They lost against Newcastle. They're outside the top 6. They're going to be out the Champions League tomorrow as well. The pressure's building, right?
That time's not over yet.
It is over that time.
No, I think that's one of them. I do think's over.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've got to get in the Champions League. Chelsea have to get. I mean, and they're still there. They're there because teams around them, not your lot, are just having one. Yeah. Liverpool, Villa. Do you know what I mean? That
Brentford knocking on the door tonight against Wolves.
Exactly. So that's why they're still within touching distance, because everyone around them has been so inconsistent.
Yeah.
But Chelsea have got to be in the Champions League. They've absolutely got to be in the Champions League, and if they don't, then listen, I don't know what this Chelsea model is going to be, because they said they were going to give managers time. They sacked Graham Potter quickly, so that tells me then they're not going to wait. So Liam, it's up to him to. It was Pochettino they sacked as well. Maresca, he obviously went after winning 2 trophies. So Liam knows he's got to get him in the Champions League. Could they nick another trophy? Potentially, maybe the FA Cup. They're still in that.
It's not big enough.
It's not big enough, but at least he can go. Remember before we spoke last year about Maresca, and he was like, I don't care, as long as I win a trophy.
Yeah.
What does it matter to me?
Ooh, nearly swore, didn't you?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So, but I just think for Liam, you should just concentrate on the job you're doing. And listen, this might be the way he manages. I've always heard that he's a thinker. I've known him for a long time. Maybe not so well in the recent years because, of course, me being media and being a manager all over the globe. But I just think sometimes just keep it simple, man. Like if you like to do these things, just keep it private.
Yeah, I agree.
Just keep it in house.
Is it one of the most embarrassing things? I remember Phil Brown doing his halftime team talk on the pitch.
Yeah,
quite embarrassing. I think this is up there. Huddle round a referee.
Yeah,
I mean, didn't even.
I blame the referee for that a lot to do with it.
I think they're equally to blame.
Yeah, the Phil Brown one was almost like school kids. Like, I'm surprised he didn't lose the dressing room after that. Making him sit on the grass.
The reason he was doing that was to embarrass them.
Yeah, to show in front of the fans.
In show in front of because they'd embarrassed him.
And that's how quickly he can lose players.
Yeah,
because there'd have been players from that game would have gone.
I ain't doing it.
I don't care about him.
Yeah. Where is this? Where does this rank?
I mean, I've never seen anything like it before in my life. I've never seen that Phil Brown situation ever.
No.
Other than Sunday League, there is no change rooms.
If they play, let's just say they're playing Newcastle, and Newcastle held the centre spot first with their huddle.
Yeah.
What happens? Do they huddle round the huddle?
No, they have to obviously move.
Why? Why would they have to?
No, as in Chelsea would have to move their huddle. If Newcastle are already there, what can they do?
You can't wait for a huddle to finish before you have a huddle.
No.
It's very bizarre, isn't it? Was it you telling me that Spurs at half time?
No, it wasn't me.
Who's it, Joe?
No, I think it was Billy.
Oh, Billy, Spurs at half time. I still don't know if this is true. The players, when they come off the pitch, they huddle before they go down the tunnel.
I didn't know that.
Occasionally. Okay. Listen, we'll be taking your calls on all things respectable and huddles. Paul Tierney, 03717 223344. That's the number for you to dial.
So it's quite funny though. If Arteta had done that, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine the outpour?
We'd have a special Keogh's corner.
If he said about respectable and all that, the outcry for Arteta would be.
Yeah.
He used to play Win the Dog, so.
We would have done that. Yeah. 03717 223344. Respect the call.
We're going to find out just how good is this young teenage sensation, Max Dowman. In August, he became the Premier League's second youngest debutant behind Nwaneri, as he became the Premier League's youngest ever goal scorer, which is incredible. And the back page this morning, like Sir John Terry, Alan Pardew, are already getting carried away and calling Dowman the English Messi. And I'm delighted to see Johnny is now as a resident Arsenal fan and Gabby's biggest wind-up merchant on the planet, Joel Bayer. Joel, good morning,
morning,
mate.
Joel.
Good morning, Ellie and Gabby. How are you both? Oh, mate, listen, we're absolutely buzzing, but you, I can see you're just rubbing your hands there, mate. That weekend that weekend, mate, that might be the weekend that clinched it. Am I going too far saying that?
You're not going too far. I don't think you're going far enough, Ali, if you ask me, to be honest. But yeah, honestly, an amazing weekend. Can you imagine Max Dowman this morning in a couple of hours?
Oh, mate.
Wow. Oh, mental. Daniel
Brilliant.
Sturridge did the little walk when he
I know,
on the show, yeah. But
exactly
really,
what he should be doing.
That was 60,000 Arsenal fans on the weekend, honestly.
But it's been coming, hasn't it? He probably looked at it and thought, I wish I had more game time than I've had.
Yeah.
He's been injured a little bit, so you can't blame him there. But, you know, he's done exceptionally well. The good thing is he's actually got a nice imprint now for when we become champions. He can look back at the season and go, I contributed. Yeah. Amazing stuff. Innit, Daddy? It's amazing, innit,
Ali,
Daddy?
this guy is unbearable, mate. Ali, when Arsenal win the league, right, I've either got to work from home or I'm going on a world tour, mate.
I'll retire.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Respect the ball. Respect the ball. Respect the ball.
I think maybe Liam Rosenior got the words wrong to this. Respectable, not respectable.
I need
Melon Kim. Turn it up, Jack.
I need to rank them 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Most embarrassing things, right?
Yeah.
Chelsea's huddle.
Yeah.
Phil Brown Hull.
Yeah.
Delia Smith. Let's be having you.
Yeah, come on.
That is right up there. That.
Well, yeah. If I say she was drunk, will you dump it, Joe? Joe.
Doesn't matter.
I think she was drunk.
Doesn't matter. She did it. So
cookie wine.
What's the? That's the most embarrassing. That. I think that could be one. That.
Great question.
Because that was bad.
Hold on. What about I can't remember his name. What about the fella that nearly bought Man United in the 90s that juggled the ball from the halfway line, dressed head to toe in Man United gear? Do you remember this?
No.
Is it Jim someone? So Man United had a guy that wanted to buy Manchester United.
Yeah.
And before the takeover happened, he went out at half-time in a Man United kit. I think it was like a training kit.
Yeah.
Juggled the ball from the centre circle all the way to Stretford End, scored. And in the end, the Man United ball, like, we don't want him running the club. And he didn't get the deal.
Oh, wow.
That was really embarrassing.
Yeah. But still, I need you to rank it 1, 2, 3 for me.
That's a great question. Joe's saying number one. What, you think Delia's number one, dear? Oh, you think the huddle is Chelsea huddle? The fact that Paul Tierney is in the middle of it, and then all the players aren't just eye height with him; they're like round his waist, and he's just standing there like. It was just weird. Everything about it was. I'd say that's the most weird, bizarre, embarrassing thing I've ever seen in the Premier League.
Yeah, Delia's up there though.
No, I'll put Delia 3
behind Phil Brown.
Well, she was just a co-owner and was a little bit drunk. Phil Brown bringing the players out at half time and sitting there and having a scream up with them all. That was incredible.
I don't know, man. Let's be having is bad, man. Bad.
Should we go to the phone lines and find out what you think? 03717 223344 is the number. George is a Chelsea fan. Georgie.
Evening, guys. How's it going?
I'm great, George. How are you today?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Okay. What would you like to say?
Yeah, I was actually there on Saturday and saw it unfold live. I understand why everyone's taken issue with it, but I don't think it'd be talked about if Chelsea were actually producing results.
Well, we talked about the Chelsea huddle in previous weeks, right? It's not a new thing.
No, I mean, it was only a matter of time before somebody tried to stop the huddle. I just didn't think it would be the referee.
Yeah. Do you find it embarrassing as a Chelsea fan?
No, not really. I just think, if anything, it screams a little bit of immaturity. And
from who?
There's not really. It's been talked about. Well, probably players, but it's been talked about that there's a lack of leaders in that team of any sort of real experience. And you're right when you say that it's bringing attention on them. And Rossini is clearly doing his best to avert the attention from the players, but if they're not producing results, then it doesn't have that effect.
What do you make of Portini just standing there?
I just think it says everything about referees in the Premier League at the moment. I think almost making it about himself. If anything, I'd have expected someone from Newcastle to be, trying to
get in on the act,
take issue with it, or even PSG last week.
Yeah, okay.
So.
Thanks for your call, man. Let's go to Alex. He's up next. Hi, Alex.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Good. What would you like to say?
Well, I think obviously Benny's kind of touched on it as well, but if this was Arteta, obviously I'm an Arsenal fan, this would be going viral. I mean, after the light bulb and obviously your favourite win the dog, this would be going viral everywhere at the moment. I think it has in a way, but not as much as what obviously Arteta has. And the amount of stick that obviously Arsenal get for this sort of stuff will die as soon as obviously Arsenal win something.
That's right.
Obviously, if Chelsea were to win something, I'm sure it'll all go away, especially for Rossini. But Arteta hopefully will win something this year, and then you can win the dog will have more trophies than Man United this year.
Yeah, I still take it as a compliment that your best insult is about Manchester United. Are they the yardstick, Al?
Nah, never.
They should be.
They were back in the 90s.
Yeah. Is that when you last won the league?
No, it wasn't 2004.
Oh, was it? Sorry. What, 22 years ago?
Wait, do you not know that? See that what you just said there?
Yeah.
All stopped. If oh,
it has to stop.
Arsenal win that. Oh my goodness! What?
Well, you say that
because I'll just go.
Hold on, you say that the Spursy tagline hasn't stopped, and they won the Europa League last season.
They won the league, have they? Because your one
doesn't matter. They won it, mate.
Your one always to me is
no.
Yours to me is always. Would you rather win Europa or the league?
I know, but Spursy's tag was all about them not winning the trophy, and that should have stopped last season, right? Because they won the second biggest one you can win in Europe. Unbelievable trophy to win.
Yeah.
So it should. The Spursy tag should have stopped.
Then, if you go
win the dog will still exist.
No, and we say it worked. But if Arsenal win the league this year, and you say to me, "Well, Arteta," I say we've won the league.
Oh yeah, no. A lot of my stones won't be thrown again.
Won the league.
Yeah, it's horrible. You don't even need to say that. You can just turn to me and just go, "League champions." There's nothing I can do. It's horrible.
Please, man.
Yeah, that's why I want you to win it for that reason alone. Dave's a Villa fan. Hi, Dave. Dave. What's happened to Dave?
James, are we all right?
Dave, why did it take you so long to answer?
Yeah, I'm here. All good.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Dave?
I don't know. I'm Yes, I can hear you.
Dave, are you in America? Because there's like a 19-second delay. Oh, I can't handle that. That'd drive me insane. Let's speak to Dan. Hello, Dan.
Hello, boys. How you doing? All
right?
Yeah,
that's better. How are you, Daniel?
Yeah, all very well, mate. Yourself?
Good. Very well, thanks for asking. What would you like to say? What's your view on it all, Dan?
I just can't believe how embarrassing the Premier League is. I mean, it's just getting worse and worse on year. You just think, oh, it can't get any worse. And then you see something like that on Saturday. And the call is right before. The refs are absolutely loving it because he's getting spoke about more. I mean, like VAR, you watch a decision. I mean, even in the Fulham game, I mean, I know it went for us finally. A VAR decision went for us. But the Forest goal, you don't want to see them goals ruled out, and it's embarrassing.
No.
And then you turn the telly on, or you go on your phone and see what Chelsea are up to, and you just think, God, this is just awful. And I honestly, after watching the Six Nations rugby, I think that's going to be the sport for me next year because football is in such a bad place, and I don't think it's been.
I don't think it's in a bad place. I mean, it's a bad place.
No, you think how many people are watching the Premier League, and people must be laughing their head off. But I mean, we're all moaning about ticket prices, you know, so that's what makes me think, you know what, I'm done with this. I can't watch this anymore. But of course, I always will. But you know, you get to that stage where you're just like, really, it's so embarrassing.
Let me ask you, who's it more embarrassing for, Paul Tierney or Chelsea?
Oh, definitely Chelsea.
Why?
I'm a Fulham supporter.
Okay.
No, but
there's the answer, right?
I think Reece James has got to stand up. Well, Cole Palmer, these people do not want to be involved in this. And one of them have got to say, boys, just come over here. If the ref's not willing to move out the way, if the ref wants the limelight, let's not give it to him. And Rossini is saying, respect the ball. I mean, I love Rossini because he was brilliant at Fulham, but you can't come out and say things like that. It's honestly, it's just non-stop embarrassment. And, yeah, God knows where it's going to go next. We'll have another one next week, won't we?
Okay, yeah. What are you looking at there?
No, I've nothing to Stephen Hunt on the TV. Jeez.
Yeah. That's not the same one, is it?
Yeah. I looked at it as well. I thought, what's happening now?
He needs to see my doctor, doesn't he? That's not the same Stephen Hunt.
Joe, I need to. It is Stephen. I need to see how old he is.
He's about 75 there, isn't he? That can't be the same one.
He's 44. He's 2 years older than me.
I'm thinking of a different Stephen Hunt.
No, he used to have the locks.
That's not the same one.
Unfortunately, the one that
Just describe that to our listeners.
Oh, it's just lack of that hair and stuff.
He's got hair. It's just all grey.
Yeah. Mate, how old is he?
That's not the same one in my head.
now, that's the one that.
Did he play for Reading?
Yep.
That's not the same one.
Unfortunately, did Petr Cech. That's him.
Wow.
What is going on, man?
Yeah. He needs a bit of Botox.
Yeah, look at it.
That can't be him. I don't think that's him, you know. I think
that's how you remember him, right? Sorry, Joe, I know it doesn't work on radio.
Wolves as well, right?
That's how yeah, with the locks. Yeah, that's him there.
Oh, okay. Man, I look good. Still to come, we'll find out what Benny's serving up with his tea time takeaway. But first time for no good.
I think he looks better than you.
Your double take.
I looked at Joe as well, and Joe was looking at the same thing.
That's incredible, isn't it? I mean, just for men, it's in the bottle. Just go get it. We want to know who has made the most appearances in Premier League history without getting booked. Who's made the most appearances in Premier League history without getting booked? I know a lot of people say Gary Lineker never got booked, but this is Premier League.
Frank.
No, not Frank. He played 201 games. I'm guessing, let me just confirm this with my producer. It's not about how many games he played in his entire career without getting booked. He went through 201 games at his here without getting booked. He might have got booked in the 202nd game, right? Oh, in all of his... Oh, he played 201 Premier League games, didn't get booked once.
Must have goalkeeper.
No. Great question. The answer to that, it's convoluted, isn't it? And more. And Stephen Hunt chat when we get back. Live and Drive and Talk Sport.
What was more ridiculous? The Chelsea players' huddle or referee Paul Tierney making himself the main character of it? Chelsea have begun performing a pre-match huddle, but doing it in the centre circle of all places. It's drawn boos by opposition fans in recent weeks, with the start of games being somewhat slowed down. And Chelsea opted to do the same huddle before the Newcastle game on Saturday evening. But Paul Tierney, strangely, was right in the middle of it and didn't make any attempt to get out of it. So they had their huddle, and Tierney, bizarrely, was part of it. After the game, Liam Rossini said, "No, this was by no means disrespectful by my boys."
My players made a decision that they wanted to be around the ball, to respect the ball, and show unity and leadership. That is not my decision. That was a decision between a leadership group and a team. There is nothing that they're doing with that huddle that is disrespectful to the opposition. And do you know what's amazing? Before the game, it wasn't me. We had a meeting with the referee. My assistant goes in. The first thing he talks about is our huddle. And he says about when I complained about Arsenal being in our half. It wasn't the goalkeeper coach that was in our half, and people who were at that game at Arsenal know why I said what I said. We're not being disrespectful to the opposition. If Paul had focused more on his job, which was to make the right decision, we have a penalty today.
So Liam Rosenior chose that moment to have a swipe at Paul Tierney. Martin, have you ever seen anything like this? A huddle to respect the ball, which on Saturday evening included the referee in the middle of it.
Chelsea have been given several Premier League sanctions over illicit payments to agents and other individuals. They happened under Roman Abramovich and were reported by Blueco when it took over the club. Chelsea has been fined almost £11 million, received an academy transfer ban and a suspended first-team transfer ban. Elsewhere this afternoon, Dominic Szoboszlai is warning Liverpool must wake up to avoid ending up in next season's Conference League. They were booed off at Anfield after Spurs' late equaliser. Here's Liverpool.com's Matt Addison.
The pressure is to get more from the players he's got, but also Liverpool have got a little bit of an unbalanced squad. They lack pace and width and quality in wide areas.
Now, people getting a little bit carried away about Max Dowman. talkSPORT's Alan Pardew says the teenager reminds him of Cruyff, Best and Messi, but Martin Keown is calling for caution.
He's going to have to do an awful lot between now and the end of the season, Jim, if he's going to get into a World Cup squad. And we've got enough tens to stock a whole team, haven't we?
And despite England's worst ever Six Nations, former head coach Eddie Jones reckons they should stick with Steve Borthwick and says a call must be made at fly half.
You started with George Ford at 10, then went to Finn Smith at 10. So that's going to be a big decision on who he continues with. And that person needs to have a run of games now up until the World Cups.
Plenty more, as always, at talksport.com.
Madonna. We love Madonna.
Hey, she's got some bangers, man. Like tunes.
I think you're right.
She's 70 odd.
75.
She's 75, man.
Yes, she is.
No way.
Yeah, 75.
No
Last
shit.
week. Yeah, you Google it. Like a virgin. 75, Madonna. Have a look. Have a look.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, 75.
Yeah, how mad's that?
Oh, then what's called good friends with Reactpour?
Yeah,
Hey,
Reactpour.
where's he been, by the way?
He's fighting again soon, I think. We need to get Reactpour on the show.
Yeah, we do. Ask him about Madonna.
Yeah, 75. He's a lump, by the way, now, isn't he?
Yeah,
Now he's
huge.
heavyweight.
Yeah, huge.
Before the break, ask a question: who made the most appearances in Premier League history without getting booked?
Right, give me who do you play for?
Liverpool. I'll give you both teams: Liverpool, Watford.
Oh, I know that is
Newcastle.
Yeah, I know that straight away.
Well, did you get any more? Did you play for Everton?
You've got to. Oh, does that
Did you play for Everton?
Oh, did he? Barnes, he played for Everton, did he?
Did he? He definitely went Newcastle. Did he not play for Everton?
Why have I got Celtic in my head?
Oh, he did 100% play for them. Yeah, that's a fact.
Did he manage them as well?
Yeah.
Barnes, he played for.
Don't say if there's more Premier League clubs in there.
There is one that I played for as well that he was at, but I missed him. He wasn't there when I was there.
Oh, okay. Sunderland?
Nope.
No, okay. He wouldn't play for Fulham. Wouldn't play for Spurs. Didn't play for Villa.
Nope.
Charlton. He played for Charlton.
Yeah, 99. 12 appearances.
John Barnes played for Charlton.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Where did he start his career?
Watford.
Nope.
Ooh.
Sudbury Court.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he played well for Sudbury.
Was he good?
201 games.
Good. Was
no
he good?
bookings.
Because he was before my time, wasn't he?
But Barnes was in a Liverpool shirt was unbelievable. Annoyingly, it didn't really happen for him in an England shirt, apart from when he scored the American R.
Was he?
Oh no! Stop that!
Is he one?
That rap so many times.
Is he one of Liverpool's greatest ever players?
When you say one of, what top 10?
So like if I was to say, Gerrard, Salah, Hansen.
I think so. I think he's probably the greatest left-sided. Yeah, Ken isn't he? Yeah.
So he's in that.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, well, he's not in that. Kenny's above him, but he's certainly in that conversation. Yeah, he was.
Because I almost feel like I didn't watch him. Like I know how great he was for Liverpool, but I didn't watch him.
Sublime talent. Yeah. By the way, talk to sublime talent. Matt Lettice has texted me. Michael Knighton is the fella. Thanks, Matt Lettice, who juggled the ball at halfway line.
Tell you what about his catalogue of goals? Oh my god! Do you know what? Question for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe. I know we've got everything.
No, hold on. What we got next? We've got loads of time.
Right.
We're just into your tea time takeaway. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you reckon there's a player out there other than Letizia who's got a better catalogue of goals in terms of their top 10? I don't think there is. Rooney's obviously Rooney, Beckham.
Do you know, Rooney was the next one I was thinking of. I mean, well, when you say catalogue, Letizia has exceptional goals. What, on a different planet?
On a different planet. But Waz has got loads of them.
Yeah.
So has Bex.
Yeah.
Gerard's got a few of them as well.
But Gerard's, right, are just thunderbolts from like 40 yards.
That's not bad, is it?
No, I'm saying, but Lettice, it was like be juggle, side foot into the corner.
Yeah.
Juggle, blast.
Right? Blackburn's the one I like, the one where he hits the towel.
Yeah.
It goes chop.
Yeah. And there's one, I can't remember who it's against, where he flicks over one defender, flicks over another,
Newcastle.
and then just side foots into the corner. Yeah, it's not a bad call. Maybe his back catalogue of goals is up there. That's a great question.
Someone else will ask. We'll text him and ask.
Oh, okay. Right. In a moment, we'll have some fun with the best of talkSPORT. But what now?
Listen, we know she's 67. Everyone's losing them. People are texting
God's sake.
me. We know she's 67.
We know. All right. Who said that wasn't Madonna? Right. Time now for this.
How you doing? It's Darren Bent. Takeaway. Can I take your order, please?
Get my hands, marinate all up in the thing. I like my medium well. Ginger beer. Oil over it. Get my brush thing, get the oil over it. Better be Heinz. If it's not Heinz, honestly, I'll lose it.
I'm Darren Bent, and this is my tea time takeaway.
Reactpour's just text me. 75. Yes, Bentley's Tea Time Takeaway, where every week 100 Club member Darren Bent serves up his 5 key takeaways from the weekend's action. Bentley, what are you ad-libbing today? It's not ad-libbing, he's got it written down in front of him.
Nah, do you know what? I thought, when I was watching the football over the weekend, I thought, I want to ask Andy a question.
Oh, yeah.
Not really for my benefit, more for your benefit, right?
No.
Does Bruno make United's greatest team? Or greatest teams? Not one of them, like either your best 11 or the second best 11, third best 11? Bruno Fernandes.
His third best 11 isn't... That doesn't make sense.
You got your best 11.
Yeah, but then the word best can't be used.
No, but then... Yeah, but okay. Okay, give me your best ever two centre midfielders.
No.
No chance of that though. Just give me the two.
You can't have a third best 11.
Okay, but you that greatest teams. I put greatest team, not best greatest.
There's no S there. It says greatest team.
Right, it was teams.
Well, Joe's taken the letter S because it didn't make sense.
Can you answer the question, please?
What's the question?
Where does Bruno fit in? Would he get in your greatest ever 11?
What, in the first team?
Yeah.
No.
Would he get in the second?
It's not the greatest then, is it?
Would he get in the second? Greatest teams.
Well, I mean, you're springing questions on me left, right, and centre. I feel like I'm in court now.
Any chance you answer the question?
No.
So,
Instead, we can hear from Man United boss Michael Carrick speaking after that win at home to Villa. He was pleased with how his team killed the game in the second half. Go on, Michael.
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed a lot of the game. I thought, for the most part, I thought we played pretty well against a really good team. We knew the dangers and the strengths that they've got, and something that we needed to stop. And I thought for a lot of the game, we managed that pretty well and looked dangerous and finished the game off really well second half when we had a bit of the setback with it. Got a win, which was nice off the back of the Newcastle game. I thought it was a bit of a test for us today to see how we would react, and boys were fantastic.
You're still not convinced about Bruno?
No, but unless you start to say where he's at.
He's not probably the second team.
So who would you be your two centre midfield players?
Of all time?
Yes.
Well, what, in my era?
Just give me your two favourites.
Well, I love Brian Robson.
Okay, one.
And Paul Scholes.
Okay, so then second, he'd be alongside Roy Keane.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's high praise.
Yeah, that is unbelievable, yeah.
Better than Carrick? More than Carrick, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, that's high praise.
Yeah.
No, listen, he's playing really... That pass to Cunha. Yeah. Oh, my God. The pass wasn't even on. I don't know how you even seen that. But no, he's playing really well. You have to say he's playing really, really well.
Player of the season so far?
No, he wouldn't be at the top of mine. But he's in the conversation for sure. But
second best player of the season? I don't get why you can't rate him.
No,
He's starting to annoy
I put him in the top three so far this season.
Who's better than him?
What's about him better?
Doing it consistently every week. Well, he's better. If you're a player of the year, he's better.
Consistently, yeah, but Gabriel consistently every single week.
Arsenal centre half better than Bruno.
And where are Arsenal currently? Where are Arsenal currently?
Mate.
No, where are Arsenal
I
currently?
bet you put Win the Dog above him.
No, where are Arsenal currently?
Yeah, no, but the reason you're there isn't because of him. The reason Man United are flying is partly to do with Bruno.
And partly to do with Gabriel.
Honestly, you're so...
So are you.
Like you and Mike Keown.
No, it's not me and Mike Keown. But Gabriel's been unbelievable this season, has he not? Yes or no? Give respect where respect's due.
He's not winning games for you.
Mate, he's not losing it for us. He's helping us keep clean sheets.
You've got to move on, Joe. Just shouted at me. Let's move on to West Ham against Man City 1-1. Where do you want to go with this, DB?
Oh, the relegation battle. This could be one of the best relegation battles in years.
It could. Well ad-libbed. Let's hear from West Ham gaffer Nuno Espirito Santo speaking after that draw at home to City. He was proud of how his side played after going a goal down.
It's something that we've been able to do recently, reacting to setbacks and going forward and achieving, like you say, a draw against City. If we took too much time, then it will become harder because then they'll give the ball away, they keep possession. So the reaction immediately was good. Nobody put their heads down. Let's go forward, and we achieve a goal from a set piece. It was good. Dino's was huge today.
Was it? West Ham were great or Man City were poor, or a bit of both?
I mean, a little bit of both, but I thought West Ham worked incredibly hard because I thought before that game started, I thought West Ham will probably get beat here. Then when they went 1-0 down, I thought, here we go. But I thought Mavropanos was brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely superb defensively. City did have chances, but they defended really well. And they just look at the minute, West Ham, more organised with Nuno. Do you know what I mean? They attack together.
Totally.
I thought the substitution that would cause Man City problems would work better than it did. And that's when they brought Traore on. I thought, right, I know what they're going to do here. They're going to go a bit more direct and he can get him behind. But he didn't really get into the game as much. But for Nuno, I mean, what he's doing there is he's giving West Ham a fighting chance. Like a lot of people a couple of months back, when they got beat by Forest, when was that? They got beat by Forest at home. That was January the 6th, right?
Big problems then.
Big problems. I said, oh my goodness. Since then, he has got them absolutely well drilled and they're playing really well. So
they got next game. The next game's really tough as well, right?
Villa away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Villa not playing well at the moment.
I mean, all they've got to do is just go there, but they'll be rock solid.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's the same weekend. The Spurs have got Forest at Spurs.
That game there is so big.
That weekend is so big.
Yeah. League Cup final on the Sunday as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
A quick word about Liverpool and Spurs. We spoke about Liverpool earlier on. Everyone's getting excited. Well, not everyone, but maybe this is the beginning, the rebuild at Spurs, etc. Could it be the start of something beautiful for Tottenham, or is it just Liverpool?
Well, I said that Spurs would nick something from somewhere. And again, I think it's a bit of a combination. I thought Spurs, I don't think they were particularly great, but I thought Liverpool were really poor. But ultimately, Spurs kept going to the end because we've seen certainly Spurs performances where they've completely just thrown it in and got smashed. but on this occasion they didn't. They kept going to the end. I thought Richarlison was a pest all game.
Yeah.
Then scored a really good goal. Could have scored a couple before that.
Defending was so bad for their goal.
Yeah, so but
they had chances in Liverpool to get rid of that ball.
But Liverpool just never, even when they went 1-up, they never really pushed for the second.
They didn't.
I mean, Sabozla's free kick though, but goalkeeper, come on, man.
Yeah, chocolate wrist, not good.
Sabozla's been good this year.
We'll talk about Arsenal and Dalman from 6 o'clock. We'll do that in more detail. I think that deserves it. And we've already spoke about Chelsea and Newcastle. Still to come on Drive. We'll hear how not to look after your pets with Ray Parlour.
You should give it a roast dinner at Tortoise. And the Tortoise was loving it, by the way.
Not sure, but it took him ages to eat that. We'll also get another history lesson from Cundy.
This goes back to the early days of honey. They would somehow drug the bees.
We'll also be asking, how young is too young to go to the World Cup?
Max Dalman, the youngster, taps the ball home. Hugh Bedlam.
We're doing Dalman chat at 6. How young is too young, if at all, to go to the World Cup? Arsenal fans, you can get calling now. 0371 722 3344. Dial now, because when we come back, we'll have some fun with the best bits of talkSPORT.
Where does Bruno rank in Manchester United's all-time great midfielders? I'm just going to start by saying I think he's the best player in the Premier League right now. I don't think anyone is performing to the levels that he is. I can't think of anyone at Arsenal that's doing that. I can't think of anyone at Manchester City that's doing that week in, week out, consistently at the highest level. And he's doing it in the position that he's supposed to be playing in. Completely different where Ruben Amorim played him, and makes that decision even more crazy when you think of what he's doing right now. So fair play to Michael Carrick. And also, does he get into an all-time Manchester United Premier League 11? Because we were thinking maybe Ryan Giggs on the left, Cristiano Ronaldo or David Beckham on the right, Rooney up top. Are you putting Bruno Fernandes in the 10 with maybe Keane and Scholes in midfield? That might be another one. 8-10-89, get in touch. But Manchester United obviously go clear in third with that result. It's 7 wins in 9 under Michael Carrick. And fans are begging Casemiro to stay as well, I suppose, as Michael Carrick, after he scored again. While Wayne Rooney says Carrick should be given the job full time, Carrick's enjoying himself.
I'm in this position at the moment, doing the best I can, and loving it, obviously, and keep pushing for more. You know, we want to make the team as good as we can. You want to keep improving everything, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But in terms of conversations, we get on great.
Yeah, I obviously he's doing an incredible job. Like I said, 7 wins out of 9, and I would be surprised if they didn't give him the job in the summer, given how it's gone. I think they should get Champions League, but obviously playing 1 game every 2 weeks, you probably should get Champions League. But it depends if big managers come available in the summer.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How did you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Welcome back to Drive and talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. Still to come from 6 o'clock. We'll be asking if Max Dowman could go to the World Cup. You get your calls in now. My switchboard is clear, so if you dial in, you'll be first up. How about that? 03717 223344. Get dialing. You can have your say just after 6 o'clock. Time now for this.
Win a VIP trip to the British Grand Prix on talkSPORT.
Yeah, listen up, F1 fans. We're down to the final week, and we want to send you and a mate to Silverstone on July the 5th for the British Grand Prix. Forget general admission. Fast, isn't it? Forget general admission. We're putting you right in the heart of it with the full Racing Green trackside experience. Experience the F1 the best way possible. You'll get exclusive grandstand seats, plus inner track access to watch the drivers roll into the paddock. Now, we've got the whole day sorted with all-day street food, a fully open bar, we like that, and more. Don't miss out. Here's how to enter for your chance to win. Text will win to 83338. A text costs £2.50 plus standard network rate. Or you can call 0343 418 7260. Lines closed this Friday at 4 p.m. 18 plus UK residents only. In network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com. So for your chance to win, text the word win to 83338. Now. Talking now. It's now time for this. Time for the best of talkSPORT and friends. You know what we do here. Let's kick things off with the breakfast show from Cheltenham. Here's Ray Party-Parlow discussing a traumatic moment from childhood regarding his pet tortoise.
You should give it a roast dinner, the tortoise. And the tortoise was loving it, by the way. He was like, I was only a young kid. And the next morning he come down and all his neck was hanging out, all sick everywhere. He died.
Oh my God.
It's a joke. No.
I thought he was going to say it took 6 months to get him back in the house.
Give me a little plate of dinner. You had a few potatoes, few peas, bit of salt, bit of pepper. The old tortoise. Loving it. Oh.
I thought it was a joke. He died.
My mum was she felt so guilty.
Horrific.
She should.
Wow.
How would you have reacted if that happened to you as a child, or you had any pet that died?
Yeah, it was sad. Really sad. It's, you know what I mean? I remember coming home, my budgie was dead as a kid.
Cockatoo?
I don't know what that is, but just a budgie. I was out with my mum. I was a young kid. I think I was about...
You don't know what that is?
11.
You heard of a cockatoo?
Yeah, of course, yeah. But anyway, I went out, 11 years old, came back in, stiff on the floor in his cage.
Whoa. Oh, the budgie, right.
Yeah.
What did it die of?
I've no idea. Natural causes.
Okay, right. Did you do anything special for Mother's Day?
Well, I spent most of the day in Manchester because my little boy had Man City away, so...
Okay. Did you see your mother?
No, but obviously I was going early, so I sent them the flowers and the cards from a few days before.
Right, the free ones you blagged, yeah? What's the best thing about your mum?
Oh my goodness, where do I start?
But anything with her.
The Rock, mate. The Rock behind me.
What, your mum's Dwayne Johnson?
Nah, yeah, she might as well be. It's all about certainly like, just there in my corner, man. Her and my dad, to be fair. Anything, certainly growing up, me, they were there, like armouring behind me, man.
Breakfast show is back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Super Ali McCoy will be alongside the equally brilliant Gabby. I'm a multi-millionaire.
Over to the weekend breakfast, here's Shabana Hearn telling Tony Cascarino about a woman acting a little too friendly towards her husband, Cheltenham.
I was like, hon, I'm gonna give you one more look, and then you're gonna have to really be careful. He's sitting there, can't believe his luck. She was beautiful as well, so I was even more fuming. If she were bogging, I wouldn't have cared.
I don't know what to say to that.
See, when she's a stunner, I'm like, no.
Yeah,
no.
How would Mrs. G react if someone saw you flirting with you?
She's used to it. I mean, look at it. It's going to happen, right? Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do about it.
When's the last time you got in trouble for something at home?
I'm always getting in trouble at home. I can't remember what it is.
Okay.
There's always 3 women in my house.
Yeah.
My wife and my 2 kids. Imagine that. So I've got to sometimes walk into the house like I'm holding a grenade.
Yeah.
Just make sure it doesn't go off.
Did you enjoy interacting with the general public at Cheltenham, which you probably didn't do?
I did. I did for a little bit until I got into the GoProof box. Shout out GoProof. But, you know, that night a lot of people came up to me and said nice things about our show, so that was nice.
All right.
But no, I did enjoy it.
A reminder, Shaban and Tony Cascarino will bring you the weekend breakfast every Saturday and Sunday morning from 6.
And let's finish with Bentley's favourite podcast.
Hey, my favourite, trust me. Even Cundy tried to give a bit Friday about it.
So rude.
I made the distinction.
So rude.
I've got nothing against the podcast. It's just you. As you said about Ipswich, to me and Joe, it's you.
That's fine. 21 minutes to go. Here's the fun boy, Jason Cundy, discussing the origin of the phrase, the bee's knees. Where did that come from?
This goes back to the early days of honey. They would somehow drug the bees. I don't know how they do this. I don't know how, right? But they found out that the bees that had the longest legs and the longest knees produced the most honey.
The longest knees?
Longest knees.
The bees have knees?
Bees got knees. Bees got knees, right? And
obviously,
so
right?
they put them on their pack and they say, look there, look at that one, look, he's producing the most honey.
Yeah.
And that one there didn't. And they go, look, and they looked and they realised all the ones that produced my honey had the biggest knees.
Quite funny that, because the VT they've shown is wasps.
And what's the difference between a wasp and a bee?
The wasp, the bee, they're wasps, aren't they? No, they're not. They were not bees. Them, they're wasps, man.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, there were honeybees. There was honey around them. They were honeybees. You don't get honey wasps.
Have a look.
Sorry, do wasps make anything? You know, bees, honey. No, there's sting people. If Netflix asked you to narrate a documentary on any animal, which would you pick?
I named Gorilla Man.
And here goes the dog. Sadly,
here goes the silverback gorilla as it makes its way through the jungle.
Have you seen that fella that's caught in the wilderness with a silverback, and it just grabs him, and he's like, you don't know what to do. Have you seen that?
How have you seen that?
Because he's a documentary maker, and he's out there, and the camera's rolling, and he just grabs him. I mean, the power of these fellas.
What, and did it hurt him?
No, but he's worried for his life, obviously. It's
Yeah,
frightening.
No, but I watched Tarzan, same thing. Type of thing.
Yeah.
He was raised by gorillas, him.
Exactly the same. Are you going to start being nicer about 21 minutes ago after your chat with Candy on Friday?
No. Listen, I'll be nice to 21 minutes ago when you talk about long knees and that nonsense when you're nice to Ipswich. So you come in and be nice about Ipswich, and I'll be nice about 21 minutes ago. Okay. Or 21 seconds to go.
On 21 minutes to go, by the way, this week, there's an interview with Messi, Ronaldo, Noel Gallagher, Robert.
Honestly, he's a liar.
And the King Charles is on it.
That ain't no bee, that. That's a wasp.
I don't know why you're so sure. I mean, they look the same to me. I don't know. Benny's Googling it. You can find 21 minutes to go.
He said that one was
with Goldstein and I. Obviously, copy and pasted from Friday. Wherever you get your podcast, new episodes drop every Monday and Thursday. You can find all of our shows on the TalkSPORT app. We can swipe between TalkSPORT and TalkSPORT 2. What have we got?
I heard you dropped to number 2. Outspoken Daniel.
I haven't dropped at what?
I heard that Outspoken Daniel.
No, we're still number 1. Google shot.
I have. Outspoken drop, yeah.
Absolute garbage.
I'm telling you.
Swear on your life.
I swear. You dropped
Swear on your life. Swear on your kid's life.
Listen to me.
There you go.
You dropped to number 2.
I know we
That's
haven't.
still decent, though.
Swear on the kid's life.
Look at him. That's decent, though. 2.
Why are you lying to people? There you go.
Oh, well.
Oh, he's called the truth.
Sorry.
How ironic is that? The truth.
The guy said I'm lying when he just told us blatantly there's an interview in there of Messi, Ronaldo. Who else did you say?
King Charles. Download it, find out if I am lying. When we come back, we'll get your calls on all things Max Down and how great a player is he. Is he too young to go to the World Cup? 03717223344.
Yeah, that is funny.
Max has a lot of professionals ahead of him before getting that opportunity. But one of the things that you can say about Arteta is that he has faith in him. He trusts him to come on with some minutes. And I know you mentioned about the Premier League, potentially if Arsenal can wrap it up a bit earlier. Yeah. Of course, it's looking like they're having that opportunity to. Then maybe that's where we'll see Max get in more minutes. But again, there are, of course, other players in front of him that do want to play.
It's difficult, though, isn't it? Because I could imagine Max thinking, look what I've done. You know, when am I starting? When am I starting? You know, that excitement and that hunger to go out and keep achieving at such a young age. We've seen it from Wayne Rooney at a young age. He's not going to want to be held back and, I might have to go and play under 18s on the weekend. It's going to be difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very difficult, but Max is very grounded, has a grounded family who are, brilliant, and he's doing very well in the under-21s under Max Porter. So it's really a case of let's see how this season goes out, and then of course next season, if there are any opportunities that do come up, Arteta will know best. But if you want to play with the best, of course, you then have to continue your development if you want under the best, and Max is in the best place for
I'm
his
just trying to
development.
figure out, guys, sorry to change, but what's it going to be like going into school today, Ali? I mean, like, what's going on? You're trying to do your work in your class, and everyone's talking about your goal. Like,
I know. But I tell you what, though, lads, it must be a nightmare to mark in the playground. You know what I mean?
Yes. Get the bags down, get the blazers down for goals.
Oh, aye. You must keep the ball for about 15 minutes in the playground, man.
Chelsea have been handed the biggest fine in Premier League history, almost £11 million, there for secret payments to agents between 2011 and 2018. They've also been given a one-year transfer ban, suspended for 2 years, and an academy transfer ban. The transactions came to light when the current owners bought the club in 2022 and the irregularities were self-reported. To matters on the pitch now, and Chelsea are being criticised for their pre-match huddle around the ball and referee.
I think it's nonsense, Ali. I have to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think we've seen it twice now. I mean, I refereed a lot of football. You guys played a lot of football. I've not seen anything like it before.
Former Premier League ref Chris Foy speaking there. Elsewhere for Chelsea, we understand Reece James will be out for several weeks with another hamstring injury. Now, after Dominic Szoboszlai urged Liverpool to wake up following their draw with Spurs, Martin Keown reckons Arne Slot must change things quickly if he wants to keep his job.
I just feel it's just mentality at the moment for Liverpool. They win the title, they celebrated a lot to win that, but they don't seem to have clicked back into the mode with Slot this time round, and he's under pressure.
Elsewhere, are people getting a little bit carried away with Max Dowman? Well, talkSPORT's Alan Pardew says a teenager reminds him of Cruyff, Best and Messi, but Dowman's former academy coach, Temmerson Williams, is calling for caution.
He's not yet even started his career, and you're comparing him to those who are legends of the game. Let's wait until 20, 25 years, God willing, he has a successful career, and then maybe we can look at the comparisons.
Following England's worst ever Six Nations campaign, the last head coach says the RFU should not sack Steve Borthwick.
They had a series of 12 wins before this, so the team was going well. To get 12 wins, you know, in any competition in the world is pretty good.
Well, Eddie Jones has also told us Borthwick must choose a fly half and stick with him leading up to next year's World Cup. And talkSPORT understands Manchester United do not plan to make a U-turn on Casemiro leaving at the end of the season. That's despite fans singing one more year after some pretty strong performances. Plenty more, as always, at talksport.com.
Welcome back to Last Hour Drive on talkSPORT. I'm here, everyone's favourite. It's me, Andy Goldstein, and there's nothing I can do about it. Darren Bent's still here.
Benty's mum.
That's quite good, that.
I don't know what just happened there.
That was The Rock.
Oh, okay, right. Still can't be asking if Max Dowman could go at the World Cup, but now there's a big old game in the Premier League tonight, and of course it's a game you can hear live right here on talkSPORT.
Middle of the penalty area, and it comes to the far post, and it's headed home by Keane Lewis Potter. He doesn't miss this header.
Keep striving and keep trying to push like we have done all season to finish as high as we can.
High ball over the top from Johnston. Hwang is in and scores.
Now we've got a cup final against Brentford. We know where we're at. We know we've got 8 games left this season now. So we're all focus now is on Brentford.
Funk, isn't it? I like that. Well, that's a 7. The GOAT Adrian Nome hosts live commentary from Brentford. They take on Wolves in the Premier League. Brentford could actually move to within a point of Chelsea if they win. Meanwhile, Wolves, they're, 4 points behind 19th place Burnley. Still 13 points from safety. It's an 8 p.m. kickoff. It's live right here on talkSPORT. 13 points from safety, Wolves, right? They win 10 points. Still too much?
Yeah, way too much. I think to even get it close, their aim this season should be, can we catch Burnley? Because they're not going to get out of it. It's just too many points.
Yeah.
But, I mean, listen, stranger things have happened. If they were to win the whole...
I don't think stranger things have happened.
Okay, maybe from that position, maybe not, but their aim should be, can we catch Burnley, which they're more than capable of doing if they win tonight. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough ask. I mean, they're not catching... West Ham currently on 29 points. I just don't think they're not getting anywhere near that.
No, I agree. That game, by the way, an 8 p.m. kickoff live on talkSPORT. Now, Arsenal's Max Dalman became the youngest ever Premier League goal scorer on Saturday during his side's 2-0 win at home to Everton. Just 16 years and 73 days old, he returns to school today with GCSEs to prepare for. Even saying that sounds insane. His boss, Mikel Arteta, has been speaking to the media today ahead of their game against Leverkusen tomorrow. He said he's still hoping to see more from Dalman.
Well, very much, obviously, to do what he did in such a moment. Very rare to see, or impossible almost. He's done it, and now it's football. And now what you've done a few days ago is not relevant anymore. It's about the next one.
We'll talk about the World Cup in just a moment. Just a quick word about Max Dalman. Not just his goal, but his impact as well, and how talented he is. John Terry mentioned his name and Lionel Messi's in the same sentence. So.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not going to do that, but I understand where he's coming from in terms of with the ball at his feet, going past people, but. When he came on, it just gave the whole place a lift. I obviously did the FA Cup game against Mansfield where he was absolutely superb. But the I'm trying to think what the word is. The cynic in people would say that's Mansfield, right? That wouldn't they?
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, the majority of people would, right? That's understandable.
When he came on against Everton, he just gave the whole place a lift. And straight away when he got the ball, he was positive. And I think you can always tell, like, trust's a big thing in football. So sometimes when you're a young player and you get into a first team, senior players may not give you the ball in certain scenarios because they're like, well, he's young, he's do you know what I mean, a little bit inexperienced. I don't want to put him under too much pressure. Do you know what I mean? I remember, like it was yesterday, when I first started at 17, I think it was, for Ipswich, and Marcus Bent made me pass the ball back from centre because he was like, to get your first touch in the board early, you're only 17 years old, your first touch, away you go. So at the time I was like, what? But it made sense to me. But the moment he steps onto the pitch, like, you had senior players and players who have been playing for Arsenal for a number of years, of a high level, people like Saka, give him the ball. It almost felt like whoever had the ball in the attacking area, where's Max, just give him the ball. And he was bright, he was going past people, he was trying to make things happen, he weren't shy. And Mikalenko was trying to kick him, he was holding him off. But Mikalenko, I thought up until that point was quite comfortable. The moment Max came on, he was almost like, oh my goodness, what do I do with this now? But he was absolutely superb, and he gave the lift to Arsenal because at that moment, because they needed it. They needed something different. It wasn't working with Saka, Madueke, Martinelli, Havertz. It just wasn't working. He came on and it just completely changed the whole dynamics in the atmosphere. Completely changed, and he did what he needed to do.
He's got his GCSEs coming up.
Yeah.
He's back to school apparently today.
Yeah,
I don't know how you cope with that at 16. I don't know how you deal with one day you're scoring, a sublime goal in front of just over 60,000 people, and the next day you've got to sit next to your best mate with your blazer on and a teacher telling you...
Go to the school canteen.
I just can't... It must be so difficult to deal with.
Well, you just hope that he's got, which I'm pretty sure, and I think you know people that know him. I know someone who, so basically where I play paddle around the corner from me in Bermondsey, the owner of that's called Terry. His son is best friends with Max. So so he was always telling me about how level-headed this boy is and how good he is. But you just hope there's things in place, because although he'd be getting a lot of attention anyway because he's been with Arsenal's first team, he's made his debut and things like that. So a lot of heat would have been on yesterday, but it would have changed completely yesterday, on Saturday, after that performance. You have people that are hanging around outside the school, maybe even people that don't even go to that school, just trying to get a glimpse of him. So you hope all these type of things will change. And not even though he's level-headed, because he is level-headed, but even by him being how he is, quiet, shy, however he may conduct himself, still people are going to want a piece of him. So people are going to come from other schools to get a look at him. But what he did for Arsenal, I mean, I hope he gets more minutes now, because that was good management from Arteta, knowing, do you know what we usually do isn't working. So I need something that will give the place the energy in the stadium, the players a spark. And he came on and whoa, did he do that?
How good a talent is he? You've seen some players. You've heard a lot about him, right?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Is it too early to tell how good he's going to be?
Well, do you know what's difficult? Well, it's not difficult, but it's decent because it's one of those where, because I started following Arsenal's academy on social media when Jack got the job, right? So you started to see glimpses of him on then. You go, wow. Obviously, when I was younger coming up, there was none of that about.
Yeah.
So I didn't see some of the talent. Only when you played against them. Now, Wazza was probably still the best I've seen in terms of that age, because that was like a force of nature. That.
So how old were you when you were rubbing shoulders with Wazza in the England squad?
So we went to a youth tournament when I'd have been, what, 16, 17?
Okay, so you're same age?
Yeah, no, he's younger than me, isn't he? So he was like 14, 15, and you was like, what is this? Like, what am I witnessing here? Like, this is Umbro Rooney, not Night Rooney, Umbro. So it's before that.
Yeah.
He was like I've never seen before in terms of throwing people around when he was young, because he's strong, his technique, passing, shooting, everything, how powerful and quick he was. I've never seen anything like that. A lot of people will say Michael Owen, obviously when he was a kid, frightening. But Max, it's everything there. He's big, he's of a good size, he's not scared to get, like, in terms of putting his body in positions where he knows he's going to get kicked, and obviously showed the explosiveness with his pace and the finish.
We have a World Cup coming up in the summer.
Mm.
Is he too young to go to the World Cup? Okay, I'll ask you both questions. Is he too young? Is he good enough?
Oh, he's more than good enough. He's more than good enough to go with England, but you need to see him in that environment first. I don't think Thomas Tuchel, because the only reason why I think he may have a chance, I don't think he'll go because we've got so many players in that position.
But none of them are flying.
No, right? Is if next week when Thomas Tuchel announces that England squad,
yeah,
if he's in and amongst it, and listen, Thomas Tuchel might bring him, now he's signed that extended contract, he might just bring him for that experience, coming with the squad with no intentions of picking him for the World Cup. But if Thomas Tuchel brings him into the squad just to kind of have a look at him and get him around it for the next Euros potentially, but then ultimately he does so well in training, he ends up playing minutes against, I think it's Japan and
yeah, it is,
right,
Uruguay
and Japan, and he plays big roles because his performances are that good, mate. There's no reason why he can't get himself in that squad. It's happened before. Theo did it, hadn't played a Premier League game.
Yeah. Whose place did he take?
Oh, shut up.
But he didn't play in that World Cup.
No, he didn't.
So that was a little bit. You look back and go, like, all jokes aside, I think you were the highest English goal scorer, and you didn't go.
No.
It's pointless taking Dowman for the same reason, just to get experience. Pointless.
No, but that's my point.
You're taking someone else's spot away.
But this is my point. Because Dowman's, remember, Phil had never played in the Premier League.
No.
Right? Dowman's played in the Premier League. He's now the youngest ever Premier League goal scorer. If he then goes to England in these next couple of friendlies and plays a part in that and plays well, listen, the nation will be screaming for him, and Thomas Tuchel will take him.
With everyone's form at the moment and the lack of form that Saka's got, who would you start for England right now on the right?
Oh, I'd still start Saka now at the minute, just because of the experience. And how, whenever Saka's played for England, he's played well. But saying that for Arsenal moving forward, Dowman's got to start getting more minutes. He has to. The performances you're seeing him put in for Arsenal when he comes off the bench is whoa.
Would you take him to the World Cup?
At the minute, probably not. I need to look.
Why?
Because I think he might have come. Not that it's come too early for him, but I haven't seen him in that environment.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Is he good enough?
Yeah, I think ability-wise, yes.
But you wouldn't take him?
Not yet. I mean, you know, how old was Wazza in... I think he was 17, maybe 18 just, when he went to Euro 2004. Remember that?
I think he was 18.
That animal.
Yeah.
So, not the worst. And Lamine Yamal, 16.
Well, he was 16, he won Player of the Tournament at the Euros, right?
Yeah, and won the Euros.
Yeah.
So...
Okay, but you would, if I'm going to ask you the question, would you take him? You'd say no.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'd love to see him go, though.
Okay. All right. Well, let's ask you the question. Could Dowman go to the World Cup? His age irrelevant.
Great goal, wasn't it?
It was a good goal.
Special moment.
A very special moment.
Yeah.
The header down was fantastic. The pace. I mean, to be in that stadium to see that would have been exceptional, right? You've seen. You do know you've seen something a little bit special, right?
You know, I quite like Martinelli sank in that game when Dowman scored that goal that you see in NFL, right? So
was Martinelli the one running next to him?
Right, and then he ran across the defender
to block him.
You see that in NFL when they're chasing after.
Do you know what? No one's mentioned that. I saw that and I thought that was excellent.
Yeah. So in NFL that happens a lot. When obviously someone's broke through and they're going in, you'll see obviously their blockers that cutting across.
I thought that was great.
Unbelievable for Martinelli.
That was unbelievable.
Run straight across the defender.
Yeah,
love that.
That was great. Right, Dowman chat. Could he go to the World Cup? Is he good enough? 03717 223344. Dial that. You'll be good enough to have your say live on Drive and talkSPORT after this.
obviously in the week, the Atletico Madrid disaster with Kinski. We have such a goalkeeping problem at our club, Natalie. You know, if you look at the free kick today, which is savable for me, and apparently the stat is, and I don't know how correct it is, but 68% of our goals have come from a Vicario mistake. Now, that alone is why we're in a relegation battle. Forget everything else. And I can't imagine how difficult it is, Pards, to have a number one that your team don't trust in. You know, how difficult is that for a team? And does that sap you full of confidence? You know, we're looking at those boys and they're void of confidence when they're seeing the mistake after mistake from, you know, their number one, even the guy that comes in. It can't help, can it?
No, it doesn't help. And, you know, after that awful game in Madrid, when obviously Kinski made the errors and then gets substituted, and obviously the media made a big thing about Tudor not acknowledging him as he walked off. And then the goalie, the first team goalie, comes back in today. Again, you got to say that he's at fault for the goal. It's not a great situation, particularly for the defence, to have a goalie that's, you know, on edge. So I should think the result will have boosted him, because obviously he hasn't contributed to a defeat. So I think what you'd find is hopefully that the team will rally round that goalie tonight, Vicario, and make him feel a lot better. And I think that's really what players do normally. You know, they like to protect each other with humour or a bit of sarcasm or whatever.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside still to come. We'll have team news. Of course we will. Ahead of Brentford against Wolves tonight, live on talkSPORT. I started watching last night that show that's on Sky Atlantic about something flooding with Beth from...
Oh my goodness, Under the Salt Marsh.
Oh, if it's bad, don't tell me that.
Oh, listen, you might like it, but it's a bit slow. It's called Under the Salt Marsh, right?
Yeah. I watched episode 1 last night. No good?
Yes, listen, it's watchable, right? It's watchable. Do you know what I started watching?
Go on.
Amanda Land. So funny, that.
I told you to watch that.
No, you didn't.
I told you to watch that last week.
Did you? With Lucy Punch?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna say it anyway. I don't care. Does it make that? New series coming out soon.
She is so...
Hold on. Guess who's in it?
Hold a second. Is this what he was talking about?
Yeah. I mean it.
With Lucy Punch?
Well, I mean, Amanda Land with all of them.
Oh.
A minute.
Well, yes, do we see you?
That's irrelevant.
No, wait,
you hear me. A minute.
How funny is she?
Last week. Unbelievable programme.
Have you seen her in much stuff before, though?
She's the main woman in it, right?
Yeah.
So she was in Motherland, the predecessor of that.
Yeah.
Which I really liked, but I think Amanda Land's unbelievable.
She was in, obviously,
Shawshank.
Nope, she was in She was quite a few of them Simon Peggs. So she,
Spaced.
No, not Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
The other ones. Not
Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz. She's in that.
Right.
She's also in Bloods, which is so funny on Sky.
Why did you get into that? Because we were talking about it.
Yeah, I thought I need something to watch, but she is so funny.
Series. I'm in it.
She's so awkward, don't she?
Yeah,
to the point where I'm like, I can't watch this.
Yeah, and that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in it.
She's in. No, I don't know if she's in Shaun of the Dead. Simon Pegg, mate. Well, I need some more of them. Him and Nick Frost.
Simon Pegg is unbelievable.
Yeah, makes good
Did you ever watch Spaced?
No.
You got to watch Spaced. It's ahead of its time. It's genius.
Is that him?
Yeah, and Nick Frost. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Yeah, they're best friends, aren't they? Yeah.
It's genius. Genius.
I love that. Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
And what's the one about the end of the world? The World's End. Them 3 films there. I watch them on repeat. Them, man.
World's End. Is that Frost?
That's Frost and flipping Pegg.
Yeah. Man, lad, good. I'm glad you're in it. Right, shall we take your calls on all things Max Dowman, 03717 223 Could he go to the World Cup? Daniel is an Arsenal fan. Danny boy.
Hello.
Hi, Dan.
How's it going?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Good to be on the show, and always love listening to you guys.
Oh, thanks, man.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Do I detect an accent or not? Am I going mad?
I'm actually from England, but I lived in America for a while.
Oh, I can get that American twang from you.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't apologise. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. What would you like to say, Dan? What's your views on all things Max Dowman?
Little bit mixed, but my opinion on anything in life is if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yeah, I agree.
And he has been phenomenal. I feel like every time he comes on the pitch, he always lights the Emirates up. He's got like that kind of feel like with Saka. Whenever Saka comes off the bench, not that happens often, but you know or you feel like something's going to happen. And I feel the same with Dowman. Whenever he's getting ready to come on, you feel like something is going to happen. So I do feel he is good enough at the moment, and we're looking for informed players, and I feel that, sure, why not give him a go?
You take him, right? Okay, it's interesting. Scott is an Arsenal fan. I think if someone says no, I'd like to find out why. Hello, Scott.
How's it going, guys? You all right?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, dead on. I'm just sorting some socks out.
Oh, okay.
It's been building up for months.
For what?
It's just odd socks. They've been building up for months. And
why?
I don't know why. I have 2 kids and a wife, so there's 3 girls in the house, so I don't know why, but it's one of life's great mysteries.
All right. How you getting on?
I thought it was kind of. I thought maybe there was a joke coming or something.
No, obviously not.
No, I'm halfway through. I'm getting there.
What colour are the socks?
Every colour. That's the problem.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it's taking me so long.
Well, it shouldn't take you that long, right? If they're just socks.
Yeah, but if there's a basket full of them, then it is going to take a while. But you just sort into 4 different categories as well.
Okay. I'll be honest, I don't think we can give sock chat too much time.
I just wanted to phone and speak about Diamond. I actually think he might actually go to the World Cup, and I'll tell you why. Because as an Arsenal fan watching that match, that I'm screaming for him to come on, because at the moment I think he's better than all of our attackers. I mean, he brought Martinelli on. I was annoyed, and then he brought Diamond on. Obviously, changed the game. But I think if you look at it, if you look at it now, he's in better form than Madueke, Saka, Foden, Rodgers, Palmer, Rashford, Downs off foot, Gordon. I mean, all those players at the start of the season, everyone was raving about him.
You say he's in better form, right? Do you honestly think he's had enough game time for you to make that judgment?
That's the thing. He's got a few months yet, but see the game time thing. You know, we're going for a Premier League title. You know, if you look at that record that stood for 20 odd years, you look at that list. You know, Wayne Rooney's obviously the biggest name on there, but even Wayne Rooney's one, as good as that goal was, it was for Everton. The match was a Premier League match, but I mean, Diamond's done it for a team going for the title. We've never seen this before. And the fact that Arteta trusted him to come off the bench to try and win.
Hold on. If you are going to compare Max Dowman's goal, I don't want to do this because they're both great, to Wayne Rooney's goal for Everton against Arsenal. Wayne Rooney from outside the area is beating David Seaman.
Oh,
Max Dowman didn't have a goalkeeper.
Yeah, no, the goal itself was better. No, I understand that.
Okay.
But I'm just talking about what it meant. You know,
okay.
Actually, you know, like same with James Vaughan and James Milner. I can't remember what games those goals were scored in. Rooney's one, obviously, I can remember very well, and he obviously went to be one of the greatest players ever. But I think Diamond, to do that in a Premier League game where you're going for the title, to come on and change the game, that's never been seen before.
The only thing I'd say, right, and listen, Scott makes some good points there, is that,
Thanks, Scott.
like, you talk about he's in better form. The guy came on the 74th minute. So effectively 50 minutes. So
That's what I said, yeah.
it's a bit much to say that he's in great form, but the signs were good. I mean, obviously got to let young players develop at their pace.
Who's your next league game?
Oh, I think I want to say. Why do I want to think Bournemouth? But I think I could be probably wrong there.
No, I think we've got Bournemouth next.
No, so we go Leverkusen, Champions League, then City, in the
League Cup.
Yeah, and then Southampton in the FA Cup, and then Bournemouth.
Oh, it is Bournemouth.
Bournemouth's our next league game, yeah, at home.
League Cup you got coming up.
Yeah, EFL, yeah, come for that.
Did you play him in that?
Who? Downman? Nah, but you got a full artillery man, then bring him off if you need it.
Yeah. Imagine if he's...
Do you know what it is? He's just completely different to anything we've got, which is why, again, Mikalenko's the left back.
He's got talent, you're right.
He was so comfortable, and then when Dowman came on, he didn't know whether to stick or twist, man. He didn't know what was going on.
Still to come, we'll have team news ahead of Brentford against Wolves tonight. It's live on talkSPORT. First, the last no Googling of the day. Now, we put these questions to Bent in our meeting. You got both of them wrong. I've looked at the answers. I thought you were right on both. You're wrong on both.
What's the question?
Can you name the oldest and youngest player ever to win the Ballon d'Or?
Yeah, I know it. I know it is now.
No, you don't.
I do know it is.
When did you look?
I didn't look, but I remember who it was.
It's not the people that you mentioned
Yeah,
earlier.
I know who it is now.
All right, the oldest, what's his surname begin with?
I don't know that one.
All right, the youngest, what's his surname begin with? Yeah, okay, you know that one. The answers, both of them, to that and loads more. And team news coming up live on Drive and talkSPORT after this. That's the fella.
Ruben Amorim was a winning manager, but clearly not the right fit for Man United, irrespective of the fact he was a European winning manager because he won the Portuguese league.
Right.
So I'm kind of with Roy, but in the...
You're with Roy in a certain way. I mean, he's not doing anything to rule himself out of contention.
No, I know, but also what Roy's picture is trying to extrapolate it. And I know there's a lot of cash here around Steve Holland and so on and so forth, but he was part of the England setup that flattered to deceive, that didn't win anything when they could have done. So whilst he might be an excellent coach, we're still looking at a bunch of people, with respect to being Michael Carrick being an elite footballer, that as from a management point of view, have got what on their resume? So it's part of the conversation, not the only part of it. But if Carrick goes to the end of the season and United finish third, or even, dare I say it, catch City and finish second, then there's going to be a clamour of people suggesting that he's proven himself, that he's had 18, 19 games now, that 18, 19 games, or however many he's had, he's done X, Y, Z. I mean, they are far better for him being there, but that's because common sense has prevailed. You haven't got a manager that seems to want to riddle himself into cul-de-sacs and play a group of players that can't play the way he wants them to play. You've got a manager that's ultimately under no real pressure, because everyone thinks that United were... The pressure will come now. Now United are third. Now the pressure's now, because everyone's going to expect... United fans are going to go, you better finish inside the top four now, because you're there now.
But yeah, I take on board what Simon's saying, Martin, but if he secures Champions League football for United, what exactly is going to rule him out?
Yeah,
What's going to rule him against?
I get it. I do. Roy's a respected voice, and I do take the point that this group, at pretty well the same group of players, finished quite low down the table.
Chelsea have been given several Premier League sanctions over illicit payments to agents and other individuals. They happened under Roman Abramovich and were reported by Blueco when it took over the club. Chelsea has been fined almost £11 million, received an academy transfer ban and a suspended first-team transfer ban. Elsewhere this afternoon, Dominic Szoboszlai is warning Liverpool must wake up to avoid ending up in next season's Conference League. They were booed off at Anfield after Spurs' late equaliser. Here's Liverpool.com's Matt Addison.
The pressure is to get more from the players he's got, but also Liverpool have got a little bit of an unbalanced squad. They lack pace and width and quality in wide areas.
Now, people getting a little bit carried away about Max Dowman. talkSPORT's Alan Pardew says the teenager reminds him of Cruyff, Best and Messi, but Martin Keown is calling for caution.
He's going to have to do an awful lot between now and the end of the season, Jim, if he's going to get into a World Cup squad. And we've got enough tens to stock a whole team, haven't we?
And despite England's worst ever Six Nations, former head coach Eddie Jones reckons they should stick with Steve Borthwick and says a call must be made at fly half.
You started with George Ford at 10, then went to Finn Smith at 10. So that's going to be a big decision on who he continues with. And that person needs to have a run of games now up until the World Cups.
Plenty more, as always, at talksport.com.
talkSPORT, Andy Goldstein. Benny alongside. Before the break, asked the question: the oldest and youngest player ever to win the Ballon d'Or. Oldest at 41.
Give me a little guess or something.
Was 41.
Yeah, but what nationality?
English.
Who do you play for?
Oh my gosh, I should know this. Is it Blackpool? Yeah, Blackpool.
Stanley Matthews.
Stanley Matthews.
Was he Blackpool or Preston? Well, I've got Preston in my head. Am I wrong?
Both of them. Tom Finney was Preston. Which one was Bolton then? None of them.
And Stoke.
Yeah.
Okay, and young R9.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, that would have been 98.
I haven't got that. 97, actually. I did have that.
Yeah.
It's good. I went into the office. I'm not going to start this debate, but I went into the office. I was just talking to Luke. Now, Luke is not just the most nuts Arsenal fan in the world. I would say one of the most nuts football fans ever. I mean, he lives, sleeps and breathes Arsenal. I said to him, would you rather win the League Cup the weekend or the World Cup with England? And he looked at me and he took offence.
Yeah, I know he would.
And he went, are you really asking me that? And I went, yeah. He went, weekend, obviously.
Yeah, I'm the same as him. I told you that before.
You wouldn't win the League Cup over the World Cup.
Yeah, I would. I'm not. I told you that. I'm not like you. Like what's the word I'm looking for?
Patriotic.
Yeah, I'm not like that. Arsenal win the League Cup. I'm more than happy with that.
But then England win the World Cup.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't get that. You're a disgrace.
Arsenal, Man United win the quadruple. England win the World Cup.
England.
See, that's fine.
I've seen the quadruple.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
You've got the 1 or 4, have you?
Oh, the quadruple.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, no,
I just said.
I think you meant treble.
No, all 4.
Yeah, England win the World Cup.
See, I think that's crazy.
The World Cup's the greatest tournament in the world, not just of football, but of sport.
Yeah, okay.
And England is where I live, so I'd like to see England win the World Cup.
Mate, give me Arsenal. I don't live in Arsenal, but give me Arsenal winning it.
League Cup?
League Cup.
What about Europa Conference?
Yep. Any trophy of Arsenal, I'd take over England winning the World Cup. Anything.
Community Shield.
That's not really. Come on.
Super Cup.
I'll take that because that means we'd have won the Champions League. Does that mean you've won the Champions League if you're in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I would win that.
You're a disgrace. No, but you've already won the Champions League. You're now in the Super Cup final.
Yeah, I'd like to win it again.
Okay. For us at 7, Adrian Dome hosts live commentary Brentford against Wolves in the Premier League. Brentford gaffer Keith Andrews has been speaking to the media ahead of that one. He was asked if being out of all the cups could help them qualify for Europe.
Now you know very clearly that you've got 9 games to go, so it makes it pretty simple in terms of our preparation, in terms of what it looks like up until the break. After the break, we have an extra week, so we'll try and use that time well.
Yes, you will. Former Premier League midfielder Danny the Smurf Murphy is going to be your commentator, co-commentator for tonight's game. He joins us now. Danny Murphy, good evening to you.
Good evening, boys. How are you?
Good, man. How are you? What do you make of Benty there, suggesting you'd rather Arsenal with the League Cup the weekend than the World Cup with England?
Yeah, no, I agree.
You'd rather
Absolutely
see Arsenal
agree.
win the League Cup?
No, Liverpool.
Would you really?
I understand it, yeah. From
You
if you
both
support
played for your
team.
country and you'd rather your club win.
Yeah.
Yep.
Find that
Smurf, are you with Adrian?
Yes.
Just pass on that. I've got his message. And I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm not going to read it out, but just tell him I
He is
saw
here,
it.
but he nodded off listening to you two 5 minutes ago.
Now you know how we feel. Right, we've got lots.
I love it.
We've got lots to talk to you about. Listen, we have to start with Brentford. It's going to be one of the fairy tale stories of the season. I can't see it yet, but you just can't write them off. If they were to get Champions League football, it looks like they're going to get European football. Could go to within, a point of Chelsea with that win tonight. How big a game is this for them?
Well, it's a great game for them because they'll expect to win. I know Wolves have picked up recently, not so much on the road, but I think the job he's done has surprised everyone. I don't remember hearing too many people think that he was going to walk in and be able to get a team that's lost some of its best players into this position and have a chance of doing something remarkable. Not only finishing in their best ever league position, but can you imagine getting European football at Brentford? I mean, it wasn't so long.
Same.
Well, in fact, it was a long time ago. I was playing against Brentford in the League One playoff final. That's how far they've come. So yeah, he's done a brilliant job, and I think tonight is just another step for them, and another opportunity for them to put a bit of pressure on Liverpool and Chelsea. And the fact we're even talking about Brentford with Liverpool and Chelsea is somewhat ridiculous. I mean, it shows you the trouble Liverpool and Chelsea are having at the moment.
I was going to say, Murph, do you think that's what it is? Because you're right, Liverpool and Chelsea haven't been great at all, which has obviously allowed Brentford to be in this position. But I really like watching Brentford play. I think they're direct, I think they're quick, I think they've recruited really well. What have you been impressed by them?
I think the adaptability. I think it's a bit unfair to say they're too pragmatic or play too long too often. They do against the high line, or they do against teams that they know might cause them problems by trying to, good pressing teams. They mix it up, but they can play as well. I think they've got pace, they're fit. I like watching them play, to be honest. They don't. I'm not offended by anything they do, and they don't care anyway. I remember playing against Keith Andrews, and he was a tough lad actually. He'd stand his ground with you, whether it be physically or verbally, and he's got a bit about him. I don't think he cares what people think about how he manages the team. And overall, I think the Brentford fans are loving what they're seeing.
If he gets some European football, is he manager of the season if Arteta wins the Prem?
That's a good question. I still think it would. It's hard to overlook Lebrie at Sunderland.
Okay.
I think what he's done, coming up and doing what they've done, is phenomenal. But it would be
bigger?
fair to say.
If Regis Lebrie does that, is that bigger than what Keith Andrews has done?
It depends. I mean, if you're talking, if they sneaked in the Conference League or something like that,
Yeah.
I'd say Sunderland. If they get into the Champions League, then yeah, Keith Andrews should be manager of the season.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fair, yeah.
A quick word about Wolves. Most people agree that Wolves are down, 13 points from safety. What is their motivation for the players right now? Is it? It's such a cliche, but I'm going to ask them. Is it just take one game at a time? Because they are going to be playing Championship football, sadly, next season.
Do you know what it is, Andy? I don't know if Benny agrees with this, but I would imagine the biggest thing for each player is trying to get yourself in the shot window. And just try and play the last games as well as you can, play free, express yourself, and hope that somebody takes you. You don't want to be a Championship player when you've had a taste of the Prem. And they've got some players who will definitely not be there next year, that's for sure. Thinking of Gomez in the middle of the park. Mane probably. I know he's young, but he's super talented. He'll probably be gone. So you tend to get... And another thing, they're playing free now because they're done. And it's sometimes when you're playing free and there's no repercussions for a loss or a bad performance, you express yourself more. But I think the biggest thing for Wolves' improvement is because some of those players are thinking, I've got to get out.
No, I agree, Murph.
Don't you think, Benny?
Yeah, listen, I agree. I think sometimes when you know that obviously the ship's going down, you think, do you know what, I've got to play for next season. If I can put a good performance in, then maybe someone will take me. So it's quite damning. But listen, Smurf, I've got to ask you about Liverpool yesterday. Wow.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah, we got time.
Yeah, what's happening there, man?
Well, I think I watched the game and I listened to Carroll, who I thought was really fair, actually, more than fair. You expect sometimes to hold back, and he didn't. He talked about the lack of athleticism, which I think is definitely key. They can't last games. I don't know if you've seen the numbers and how many goals they conceded late in games.
Yeah.
The manager doesn't seem to be able to organise the team in terms of tactics when the game gets stretched. Like, right, what can I do to settle things down? Which is really strange because last year they managed games well. So I think the manager is coming under huge criticism correctly. You know, a lot of it is on him. But I do think some of the players are really falling short of the levels now. I don't know whether that's comfort zone of being successful last season. I don't know whether some of them are just getting a bit old or they're physically not as good. But I can only think really of two players who were there last year who can come out of the season with any credit at the moment, and that would be Gravenberch and Szoboszlai. Other than that, to have a drop-off of last season's players who were there is just incredible. And then the new players, of course, we know they've struggled. There's only Ekitike who's done all right, or done well, I should say, and Wirtz has just started to do well. So the players have to take some responsibility for sure, but ultimately I've never known the fan base be this against the manager and him still be in a job. It's really unusual for Liverpool Football Club to be in this position, and I think he will be there till the end of the season.
Yeah.
But if there's no, I think, to be honest, unless he wins the Champions League, I don't see him being in the job next season.
I have to say it's terrible to see.
I'm sure you're losing sleep.
Yeah, I know I am. Can't stop laughing. Before we let you go, just a quick word about the game you're on. Co-coms tonight, Brentford against Wolves, live on talkSPORT. What would the score be?
I'm going for a 3-1 Brentford.
Okay. Ooh, exciting that. I like that.
I think
and I think Sharda to get a brace.
Ooh.
I haven't seen the team yet, of course.
Do you want to tell me the minutes?
Thiago get a pen. 3-1. Have a little bet on that.
Do you want to tell me the minutes the goals go in?
No, don't be silly.
No, okay. Yeah.
Why don't you get back to that conversation?
One of them will be 76th minute.
Which one?
League Cup, World Cup, Charity Shield, World Cup. Get back to that one.
Yeah, well, you not enjoy it?
I actually did. I find it funny because Benty is like a lot of fans out there, which they want their club to do well. They don't care about England, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, neither
Aid's
do you.
annoyed, though. I know Aid's annoyed. Huh?
Neither do you. What do you mean, unfortunately?
Well,
you agree with him?
If I'm in an England squad, of course I want to win the World Cup.
Yeah, but wanting Liverpool to win the League Cup over England winning the World Cup is absolute madness.
Well, it's not because you haven't asked why. I mean, it's not just a fan thing. It makes my kids happy.
What, and England winning the World Cup won't?
Temporarily. in a 90-minute moment.
You must be fun at Christmas. Right, Smurf.
I don't do Christmas.
No, I'm sure. There you go. Scrooge himself. Smurf, enjoy it. Thanks for coming
Cheers,
on, mate.
Smurf.
Thanks, man.
See ya, bye.
The legend is Danny Murphy. That game live on talkSPORT when we come off air. Right, time now for this.
Paddy's Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power. Reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Time now for Paddy's Performers in association with Drive's official betting partner Paddy Power. Today we're looking back at a great weekend of football action. Nominate the players we think made a difference and were Paddy's Performers. I've gone for Bruno Fernandes. Yeah. Equalled the record of assists in one season with Sir David Beckham, over 20 years old, that record. And there's still games to play. That means, of course, he's going to get the record. For me, he's player of the season. I think he's been above and beyond.
Okay, yeah, brilliant.
I think he's brilliant. Yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah, I've gone for Matt Damon, who also broke a record. Youngest ever goal scorer in Premier League history. I know he only played 15 minutes, but the impact he had at that moment against Everton, I thought he was absolutely outstanding, and fair play to him. So, yeah, I've gone Max.
Okay. Bournemouth against Man United, both teams to score is 9-4 on. That's Paddy's Performance for today. Catch up the latest odds at paddypower.com. 18 plus only, begambleaware.org.
Paddy's Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power. Reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Brentford v Wolves tonight live on talkSPORT. When we come back, team news ahead of that game. And one more, Billy will be in the studio for the end of show quiz.
Wow.
Martin Szoboszlai post-match, we have to waken up, because if we carry on like this, we should be happy with the Conference League. I don't know why this is happening. I honestly don't know. I didn't hear boos, but we can understand them. We are not performing how we should. Where's he going with it all? I mean, there's general bafflement. I noticed Szoboszlai a few times just said, I just don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I just don't get it.
Suggestions they're sort of sleepwalking out of the Champions League. I mean, that's where there's the concern at the moment. I felt maybe yesterday perhaps, I know you've got to make these changes, Jim, haven't you? But, you've got to finish the job off, and maybe people could have started that game and then came off. Konate not starting, Kirkez, there's no debate. Robertson is who's best. I thought Robertson should have attacked that ball much better at the end of the game. They were just doing enough. Galatasaray looks like it's more important on the horizon. You can't pick and choose. That game's coming up now. It can still be, Jim, a good end to the season for Liverpool. They're still in the Champions League, still in the FA Cup, huge game against Man City. It's all there for them, but it don't seem to be at boiling point. I'm not happy with what's the name, Szoboszlai playing right back. What a great talent he is. But no, I don't think there's something wrong with the balance, Jim, and they're just doing enough. Whether some players are coming to the end of their time now at Liverpool, and all of the Isak not settling, still really haven't seen him. But as I say, I still look at them as a danger, Liverpool. If they get their act together, if they could just, and you think they've turned the corner, and every time you think that, there's another bad result, and that certainly was a bad result for them yesterday.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We've been taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it! Oh! We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside from us at 7 Adrian Damos live commentary Brentford against Wolves in the Premier League. Team news for that one is in. We can hand over to a man now who kept me company in about an hour and a half's worth of traffic yesterday afternoon. He was absolutely brilliant on talkSPORT. Sam Matterface has all the details. Sam, good afternoon to you.
A very good afternoon. I'm pleased that you lent us your ears. 2 changes for Brentford from the cup defeat to West Ham on penalties, live on talkSPORT a week ago. Out go Ayer and Yarmuluk, and in come Jensen and Vandenberg. So it's Kelleher in goal, Coyote at right back, Vandenberg, Collins and Lewis Potter the back four, Henderson and Jensen in the middle of the park with Ouattara, Damsgaard and Schade behind Thiago in attack. And for Wolverhampton Wanderers, I think we all know what the situation is with them, but they are going to give us a little bit of a fight over the course of the next few weeks, and they've shown that recently as well. They were defeated in the Cup to Liverpool just a few days after beating them in the league. From that game, they make 4 changes. Jose Sarr comes in goal. Mosquera, Bueno and Krejci are the back 3. Chachoa and Hugo Bueno are the wing backs, with Bellegarde, Andre and Gomez in the middle of the park. Mane and Adam Armstrong lead the attack. We are underway at 8 o'clock tonight. Brentford searching for Europe. Wolves trying to restore a little bit of pride.
Thank you, Sam. Meanwhile, over on talkSPORT 2, you can hear Portsmouth. They take on Derby. That one, of course, in the Championship. The wonderful Ian Abrahams is watching that one for talkSPORT. He's got all the team news for us now. Moose.
Good evening. Derby sit 8th in the table going into this game live on talkSPORT 2. They are 6 points shy of Wrexham, who play tomorrow at Watford, so they really need a win tonight. A win here will take them level on points with Southampton, but their goal difference is inferior. At the bottom, though, it means even more, arguably, to Portsmouth, who's sitting on 40 points, a level with West Brom below them, and only a point ahead of Oxford in the relegation zone, and Leicester, who are on 38 points. That's 2 away from them. The team news is very simple for both sides. Both made 2 changes. Paul for Deer and Chaplin for Bishop are the bumpy changes. So Schmidt's in goal, Devlin, Paul, Ogilvie and Swanson across the back. Pack and Adams in midfield. Adams against his former club. Cavaliero, Brown, Ali and Chaplin. As for Derby, 2 changes for them. O'Donnell in goal for Vickers, who came off injured last week at Millwall. Clark for Ozo. So O'Donnell's in goal. Back for Ward, Sanderson, Clark and Merkin. The other Clark, Bobby Clark, Lee Clark's boy, in midfield alongside Travis. Then Burton, Diaz, Schmoddix and Brewster behind Adjumang up front. The Derby manager, John Eustace, is getting a touchline ban, so he won't be on the touchline tonight. But you can hear all the action live on talkSPORT 2 between Portsmouth and Derby.
Good work from Eustace.
No worries.
To useless. One more Billy. The studio, you're up. Billy? Evening. Does it like he says, he's getting younger. Billy, it's Monday, so we need to know how your weekend was. How was it? No one cares, mate. No one bothers.
Great.
You all right?
Great.
We've only got about 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
About 2.5. What are we doing for the EOSQ?
What's that mean?
End the show quiz.
All right. It was the Oscars over the weekend.
Correct.
The 98th, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember them all.
So it's about that. The Oscars,
okay.
Really.
All right.
Yeah. Andy, do you want to go first?
Yeah. Do you want me to go first?
I'd love you to.
Okay, well then, yeah.
Is like a black eye? Nah, joking.
Don't know, we.
Which of these, Andy, are not included in the Oscar goodie bags?
Not?
Yeah.
Okay.
$90,000 worth of home renovations, latest spec of every Apple product, or custom prenup agreement from an LA divorce attorney.
Prenup.
Saying that's not in there.
Yeah.
That is in there.
Nah, it can't be. That's rubbish. I'm not having that.
It's in there. They don't get the Apple products.
Do they not?
No.
But they get the wholesale thing and a what? So what's a
prenup? Custom prenup.
All right.
Wow. Only in America.
Only in America.
Bentley, former Chelsea midfielder Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
Moved to the Chinese Super League in 2017. But who's earned more in their career? Oscar or Oscar De La Hoya?
I'm going to go Oscar.
He went for crazy money.
I'm going Oscar.
He was on like $500,000 a week, wasn't
he? Yeah, you going for the footballer?
I'm going Oscar. De La Hoya.
Yeah, De La Hoya.
Thank you.
Well done, you got it right.
Thank you. De La Hoya.
500 mil, Oscar earned 200 mil.
500?
Are they happy though? Jeez.
That's my line. What are you stealing my lines for?
Andy, which actor holds the record for the highest figure paid for a single movie?
I think I know this.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
That's what I was going to go for. Go on, give me the other 2.
Bruce Willis, Adam Sandler.
Oh, might be Sadler.
Yeah, from Netflix.
Dwayne.
No.
Hold on. Dwayne. Bruce. Yeah, what last one? Sadler.
No, you read Dwayne. Who is it?
Bruce Willis, actually.
For what?
For what?
The Sixth Sense, 216 mil.
For one film?
You're talking absolute garbage.
No.
Absolute garbage.
Highest ever.
Let's Google that.
That's what he says. I see bank managers, isn't it?
Go on.
Yeah.
40 seconds left, Billy boy.
Benny, which of these actors earned the most in 2025?
Go on.
Sandler.
Stop. They're him. I saw it this morning. Him.
You going with him?
Yes.
Oh, that's poor, Billy.
Is it? Yeah.
That's poor research.
How did you see that this morning?
Because it was on Instagram about the highest earners. And
Is that where you
top.
saw it?
No, I just Googled it.
You're a disgrace.
I just
Billy.
wanted to know.
He gets some Netflix one, doesn't he? Netflix one.
It's unbelievable. He's not a great actor either, is he? No.
Do you want one?
Well, that Gemstones was good.
Closest wins. How much are the Oscar goodie bags worth this year? Each person.
Well, Benny's close, isn't it? He's only a
So pretty much half. So.
How much is a goodie bag worth? I would say 1.1 million.
No, I'm going to go 500,000.
$346,000.
DV wins.
I'm closest.
I won, thank you.
You went over. You mustn't go over.
So do you.
Yeah, but I went over the under. What are we going out on? Song that won the Oscar. If ever you wanted a reason why I wasn't watching it.
Oh, you could have played a bit of Michael Jackson for Michael B. Jordan.
No.
Or a bit of Michael Jordan just talking.
Both of you shut up. I'll be back tomorrow for Stay with talkSPORT. We've got live commentary of Brentford up against Wolves. Boys on Sports about 10. We'll take your calls. See you tomorrow at 4. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.
Quite a weekend, but at the bottom, and that's where we're focusing our attention at this precise moment. Burnley and Wolves look as good as gone, of course, don't they? But draws all round for Forest at home to Fulham, Leeds away at Palace, West Ham against Manchester City, and Spurs at Liverpool. Simon, psychologically, has anyone's point moved the needle for belief?
Well, you look at the West Ham and the Forest. I mean, the Forest obviously didn't play well in Europe last week, I didn't think, but they looked like they were fighting. And West Ham certainly are fighting. But if I'm West Ham and I go and take a point of Man City, that you expected to react after the beating they took at Real Madrid and needed to react to keep themselves into the Premier League race, and they get a point, and yet they still find themselves at the end of the weekend in the bottom three, I think there's an element of dispiriting about that. But by the same token, Nuno Espirito Santo will have built up this morale inside the club because their recent performances have been commendable. They've really dragged themselves from the brink and the precipice of